Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you hear the sound of my voice right now, that means that God is giving you the finger of grace. That's right. That means God is giving you another opportunity to be the best you that you can be. So let's not squander that. Let's not squander that gift that God has given us this morning. And let's do all that we can do. No procrastination today. You know what I say about procrastination? It's like masturbation. You're just screwing yourself, man. So let's be the best us we can be. Let's be the best you can be. Yes, indeedy, man. And another thing, happy birthday to Wim Old School. My man turned 59 years old today, man. That's right. He went around the sun 59 times, man. That ain't no easy feat, I'm trying to tell you. So if you see him today in the chat, y'all make sure that y'all give him a big happy birthday. A big happy birthday, man. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the hardcore community this morning. First person in the building. Who was the first person in the building? I think it was Justin James was the first one. Yes, indeed. JJ Motivational, which is Justin James. Then you got Cash Sport. Next we had Al Booger, Gregory Pratt. Who else? Who else we got? Thomas Morris, my cousin Tommy. Man, he did an interview yesterday, man, on Blood on the Razor Wire. Real heavy, inspirational. The second part, I believe, comes out today. Yes, indeed. And then we got my guy, Mike Rhymes, in the building. And shout out to my Mighty Warrior crew. You know who you are, the ones that like to watch, you dig? So shout out to Lottie Dottie and everybody. It's good to be in the building again, man. Before I came on live, I was wrestling with that breakfast, boy. I didn't get a chance to finish it. But trust and believe I will. Y'all know what I was eating. You know what I was eating. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah, it's good to be in the building, man. Got some good rest last night, muchly needed, muchly needed. I went to bed real early last night, real early, man. But you know what that meant? I was up real early too. But yeah, you see what the title is today: Canelo versus Crawford for undisputed supremacy. Now they haven't made that fight, but I was just really thinking about, man, that's a money fight. It's a massive fight now. It's a massive fight now. Really, it's massive, meaning that a lot of money would be involved. A lot of money would be involved, but it would be the good little man fighting the good, well, the great little man fighting the good middle big man. You did, and normally it's the big man that ends up winning, and that means that Crawford will have to come up shit. What, 3 weight classes, something crazy like that? Yeah. He would have to come up 3 weight classes, man. And if he could pull something off like that, man, we would definitely have to start having a GOAT conversation. You did. You definitely would have to have a GOAT conversation, man, just to see exactly where do we put him at in that conversation, man. If he could pull something, I mean, because if he could pull something like that off, man, that will be something that has never been done. Well, I won't say never been done, but when I say never been done, I'm talking about undisputed 3 different weight classes. It's never been done. He has the record for it now, being undisputed in 2 different weight classes. You did. So if he could go to a 3rd weight class and go up 3 weights to do it, goodness gracious, man, he will definitely get all his just due that he's deserved, man. Because yeah. As we know, I mean, Crawford has not always got his just due. He's definitely has not always got his just due. You dig? and I feel though now he is getting some accolades now, and that's good, man. I'm glad that he is getting accolades, man. You're seeing him doing different interviews all over the place, man, and people my man said they putting respect on his name now. He getting respect put on his name now, so that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. But for him to pull off that, yeah. For him to pull off something like that, man, oh man. Yes, indeed. That was Station Break Me. Cups up for all my coffee community. Mm. Dre Finest has just entered into the building. He said, just left the moon, you dig? Yes, indeed. But yeah, for him to pull off something like that would just be cold crazy, man. I would be just blown away if he could do something like that, and I think everybody else would be as well, man. And now, does he have the talent? I believe so. I believe he has the talent. You know, I believe he has the IQ. I believe he has the great feet. You did, you know what I mean? But how far does that power translate at 168? You know? Yeah, I mean, come on now. You know, one thing about Canelo on his side, he's going to have the punch resistance, man. You know, he's being used to being punched by bigger men, you know. So how would a 168-pound Crawford punch? I don't know. Mike Rhymes say, you see what happened when Jamel Canelo with his best shot hit Canelo with his best shot. Crawford don't have a damn chance against Canelo unless he got Margarita's gloves. Yeah, it's definitely even when we used to talk about the Jamel against Canelo, I always kept saying Jamel was fighting an uphill battle. You did. I kept saying it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle. You know what I mean? I mean, after a while, physics just plays a very important role. Yeah. But let me tell you something. It will be money wise. I think it'll be massive. You know, so you know if you're doing it to make sure that you have a good nest egg for your family, that'll definitely you'll definitely get it with that. He said, me and Buck Rogers, damn, Buck Rogers in the 25th century, man. Didn't he have a robot named Twiggy or something like that? I ain't heard that name in a long time. Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Goodness great. Dre Fine is always taking us back down memory lane, right? Being in boxing news said, hell with Jamel Charlo. He sold us out. Being in boxing news is entered into the building. Gregory Pratt has entered into the building. Not the hell with him. He sold us out. Yeah, he had a little robot called Twiggy, man. Twiggy could dance too, boy. Mm-mm. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah, man, it is definitely a fight that will get good buzz and everything. You know, it will have all the analysts talking about it, and yeah, and you know, all media and this, that, and the third. Now, me personally, what I would think that Canelo wins that fight. Yeah, I would think Canelo wins that fight, man. Uh, I still believe there are weight classes for a reason. You know what's so funny? Crawford will be the older guy. Crawford's 36 and Canelo's 33. Yeah, ain't that crazy? Yeah, man. So if Crawford does get it, man, I'd just be happy that he's going to be able to secure a good payday, a great payday, man. You know what I mean? And I pray that, they both come out safe, man. It ain't no use of getting all that money and you can't enjoy it. So yeah, I definitely pray that, come out safe and everything, man. But it would definitely be a massive opportunity. Would definitely be a massive opportunity. But I just don't think it's something that Crawford will be able to pull off. D for the win has entered into the building. He said they ain't gonna never fight, in my opinion. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I bet the power to bees would do everything they can to try to make that fight happen. Yeah. I think they would do whatever they can to try to make that fight happen because it's a money fight. You dig? So, they get paid. Yeah, they get paid. You know what I mean? So they'll definitely try to make it happen. They know the people will pay for it. You dig? Yeah. They know the people will pay for it. So yeah, I don't like I said, man, I told you how I feel about it. That's right. That's right, Dre Finest. We already know who's gonna win, hands down. There's weight classes for a reason. I'd rather see a great fight that's 50-50. I dig it. I'm with you on that. But I'm also down for seeing them if they can get paid. Hey, let them get paid, man. Yes, indeed. If he can get paid, Crawford. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is don't go in there and just fizzle out, man. You take the fight, go in there and fight, man. Go in there and fight, man. You got to go out on your shield. Go out on your shield, man. Don't do a Jamel. Don't do a Jamel and steal our money. You know what I'm saying? Don't steal our money. If you're gonna take the fight, fight. That's all I'm saying about that. That's so important. But yeah. What else y'all got going on? What's today? Thursday? Is it Thursday? Al Booger, say happy birthday to the OG Wim, old school. Yeah. That brother turns 50 nizzle today. He turns the 50 nizzle today. Yes, indeed. That means that I'm going to have to get on that bag for him today. Yeah. That's why I made sure I had my breakfast, man. Had to eat my Wheaties. Had to eat my Wheaties and take my low dose medicine. And yes, indeed. I need to check on my glasses, man. They should be ready by now. They ain't text me, call me, or nothing, man. Yeah. They ain't text me or call me or nothing. So I'm definitely gonna slide up there and see if they got my daddy records ready yet. You know what I mean? For sure. Hey, how many of y'all got a chance to see Cousin Tommy yesterday, man, on that Blood on the Razor Wire? That was pretty heavy. Very good interview, man. For sure. A fight, not sure who's going to win. Facts. Jay, don't strong arm us for our money. Exactly. I don't want him to strong arm us, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I like a fight where I don't know who's going to win. Give me a 50-50, man. I love a 50-50. I'm going to tell you the fights that is 50-50 with me is the fights I won't even bet on. If I'm not betting on it, then if I ain't putting my money on that one, I think it's a 50-50 fight and I got a good damn chance of losing, you did? So I won't put my money down on a 50-50 fight, you did? He said, this is a 90-10. I know. Canelo wins. You dig? YSM Sports has entered into the building. The Rise Podcast has entered into the building. He said, good morning, world. Happy birthday to my Cajun connection. Wham, old school. Yeah. We waiting for the birthday boy to come in the building now. We waiting on the birthday boy to come in the building now. Yes, indeedy, man. But like I said, if they do make that fight, man, you know, if they do make that fight, man, I think it'll be a massive payday. It'll be massive paydays, man. I really think it'll be a massive payday. Yeah. Because they're going to sell the hell out of it. They going to sell the hell out of it. You better believe it. You better believe it. They going to sell the hell out of it, man. You dig? And they going to make some paper. I just hope that we just don't get a Jermell Charlo. That's all I'm asking. Yeah. Great Fine said, happy birthday, my good brother. Big Wim old school. You did? Yes, indeedy, man. Yes, indeedy. So yeah, man. But I be honest, man. I don't think that if Crawford took the fight, I don't think he'd crash out on us like Jermell did. I don't think he would crash out. No, I think he would. He would fight. He would definitely fight, man. Yeah. I think he would definitely try to fight, man. I can't see him winning it. But man, if he did, Lord have mercy. Yeah, you're right, D, for the win. We still want to see Canelo fight somebody at 168, man. For sure. Yeah. He doing his bad, man. He's doing his bad, man. So yeah, I definitely want to see him. I want to see him fight the winner of Boo Boo versus Benavidez. That's what I want to see. He said Crawford will fight until Canelo touches that, when survival mode will come into effect. Yeah, well, you know, survival is built into us, man. You know. Yes, indeed. Survival is definitely built into us. You better believe that. Yeah, but you know, in Crawford's mind, he believes he could beat Canelo, though. I'm more than sure he think that. Yeah, Canelo versus Benavidez. I like it. But let's get Benavidez first against Boo Boo Andre. You did. I'm not counting Boo Boo out. Uh-oh. All right, we got a receipt, y'all. We got a receipt. We got a receipt. You heard it first here. Bud beats Canelo. Wow. Think it'd be some great odds on that too, man, because Canelo definitely gonna be the favorite. So yeah. If Bud could pull something off like that, you can definitely make a lot of money. Yeah. For sure, can make a lot of money, man. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Let me turn my volume down on my phone. Hey, you know what I was watching today, man? I'm watching I don't know if any of y'all watch Kurt Bone TV. They had Mark Two Shop Johnson on there, man, and man, excellent interview. If you get a chance to check that out, man, go to Kurt Bone TV, man, and check out his interview with Mark Two Shop Johnson. Very good interview, man. Very good interview. Check it out. Also, he did one as well. Check that one out too. Another good one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was watching that the Mark II Shop Jones joint. That joint Johnson, Mark II Shop Johnson. I mean, yeah, that was pretty good. All right, let me see. Hold on. Stop. Press. Boxing news. Yeah, I was trying to just have it. There you go, right there, cousin Tommy. What's up, cousin Tommy? What it do, baby boy? Excellent interview yesterday, my guy. Excellent, man. Yeah. Look, and then he cut it off just like that. Like, damn, we don't get no more. So yeah, we definitely looking forward to seeing the rest of that, man. Without a doubt. Yes, indeedy, cousin Tommy. And look, I like how you just kept it real, man. You know, you talk with honesty, man, and hey, when a cat telling the truth, man, when he tell you about, yeah, man, I got my ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Some people, man, they want to make themselves just superheroes all the damn time. You did. But yeah, man, excellent interview, cousin Tommy, man, for sure. Yeah, ham. Elliott Junior High School. Yeah. Yes, indeedy, man. All right, old school, where you at, man? Gotta put that William old school bat light out. We gotta get him in the building. We gotta get him in the building, man. 59. He's shooting a shot yesterday, wasn't he? Oh my goodness, man. Oh boy. What else y'all got going on today, man? I tell you what, let's find out what's happening in the world of boxing today. See what top topics are. Logan Paul says wrestling is harder than boxing. Eyeing WWE title after boxing match. Michael Conlon says, I still believe I'll be world champion. It's just a matter of time. Michael McKinson reacts to David Avanesian. I'm very confident I'll beat you. Josh Kelly and Roy Knapp eyed for December the 16th, the Zone show in Sutherland. Let's see. Tommy Fury say I could not live with myself if I didn't box for a world title. Galazzo welcomes unification bout with Shigiokas. Where's the Mario Brothers at? I want all the smoke. Tim Tszyu plans on moving up in weight in about a year or so. Bozy Ennis praises Carmel Moten. He's going to be something to be reckoned with. Brian Mendoza says he's bigger puncher than Tim Tszyu. I'll hurt you for 12 rounds. Cash Sport has entered into the building. Good morning, guy. What's up? Remo has entered into the building. What it do? Station break. Cups up. Yes, indeedy, man. So yeah, we do have that Tim Zoo and Brian Mendoza fight. Who y'all got this weekend? Put it in the chat, man. Do you got Mendoza or do you got Zoo? Who you got this weekend? That fight's going to be in Australia. Who do you have, man? Do you have Mendoza just coming off a big win, or do you have Tim Zoo coming off a nice win as well? Who do you have for this weekend? Talk to me quick before I forget. Cash Sports say he got Zoo. Okay. Who else? Who you got for this weekend, man? Who do you have for this weekend? Hey, yesterday, y'all, we did a 4-hour show yesterday, man. Why I get copyrighted for it? I didn't get copyrighted strike. I didn't get strike, but they just straight blocked the whole show yesterday, man. 4-hour show and they blocked it, man. Yeah. So yeah, we can't do that no more when we be showing all those videos of fights and all that stuff. They wasn't having it, Jack. They was not having it, man. When I seen that copyright, I was like, oh shit. But then I was so happy that it didn't say strike, copyright strike. So, it ain't it's you can get copyrighted with somebody that say, hey, you can't play my shit. But when you get that strike, that's worse right there, man. So we didn't get the strike, so thank God. Big Ray has entered into the building. Good morning. Good morning. Al Booger say I gotta go with the hometown guy, especially down under. Okay. Going with Tim Zoo. Where's the birthday guy? He'll be in here soon. When people don't have their birthday, man, they like to come in that, have that, the wait for everybody at the party first, then they come in. Just Do Boxing has entered into the building. What it do? What it do? He said, nope. Oh, you going with me? Who you got then? Mendoza or do you got Zoo? Talk to me. Let me know what you got. Yeah, I don't understand that too, senior. I be seeing people do that all types of shit like that, man. Doing film studies and all that type of stuff, and it'd be cool. Man, they just straight blocked my joint yesterday, man. Straight blocked it. I just went on and just deleted it and shit. Yeah, for sure. Yes, indeed. You see some of them other channels, man, that be doing breakdowns and all that shit, man, be showing. I done seen my shit show up on this shit, you know? Right. Yes, indeed. But I guess if somebody don't complain, it ain't no big deal. But somebody complained and shit, so we gonna say something like that. The audio breakdown without video for YouTube and the audio with video detail. It has a lot to do with who footage it is too. Because if they don't want it to be on somebody's, all they got to do is hit a copyright on you. Yeah. And that's what happened. Someone hit a copyright on me and they was like, yo, this is my material. Don't play it. You did. So that's how I got blocked. Some people can copyright it and then say that you can't get monetized from it and they'll take the monetization. So it's different ways. Or then somebody can just straight put a strike on you and shit. So I just thank God he just ain't put no strike on me. So I'm appreciative that way. I'm definitely appreciative that way. PK205 says neither one. They'll be holding the belt until Mel beats the brakes off the winner. Being in boxing news, say he's got Mendoza. Big Ray Senior. It's because we Baltimore. Some way they don't want to put the Ravens in the NFL commercials. YouTube play favorisms, you did. Facts, Jay. Just do boxing. Good morning, bro. Yes, indeedy, man. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't want you to do anything, man. We had fun yesterday, man. Funyon. We did, yeah. Good 4 hour show, man. Sat and broke down some shit, looked at some shit. You know what I mean? They ain't want it. They ain't want us to do that. That's all right. We gonna figure that shit out, though. Yeah, I think that don't mean nothing, Remo. If they don't, if somebody claim their shit, if they say they don't want you playing that shit, you can put all that. It won't make a difference. They don't care. Matter of fact, I think I do have that in my descriptions and shit at the end. But yeah, man, if somebody claims that, you got this copyright tool, and it lets you know if anybody's played anything from any of your videos, and it will pop up and send you a email, and that person can make a decision if they want to strike you, or if they want you to take their shit down, or if they want you to, or they want you to keep playing it, and they get the money from it. Yeah, so you can have all the disclaimers. They don't give a fizzle fazzle. If they don't want you playing this shit and you ain't get permission, that's like last week when I played one of Fight Hub videos. Since I have his number and everything, I text him, and asked him about it first, so that way I wouldn't have any problems. But we did this one off the spur of the moment yesterday, where we just going through different things. Nah, you know what? I was so pissed out, Booger. I just straight deleted it, so I don't have it nowhere. I straight deleted it, man. I was so pissed. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, because still, even if you cut it up in shorts and it's got somebody shit in there that don't want their shit being shown, you can still, I can get hit again. Yeah, just a learning experience, man. Right? Just a learning experience. But I am gonna figure out how other people are able to do it, and then other people can't do it, because there be people that be doing it. I see it all the time. We all see it all the time. So I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write YouTube. I'm gonna write YouTube, man, and get some understanding of this shit. You did? Yeah. I'm definitely gonna write YouTube. Aunt McQueen, the historian, has entered into the building. We were doing some of our best cooking yesterday, man. We had all the seasonings out and everything. Great show, no matter what. Great show, no matter what, man. You did, and it definitely had to be entertaining. We went 4 hours, man. We went 4 hours yesterday, man. So, hey, and nobody take that from us. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeedy, for sure, for sure, for sure. What else y'all got going on, man? What are the plans? It's already Thursday, man. These weeks be moving, man. Yeah. That copyright thing will bum me out. Yeah, man, for the simple fact, you get a strike, man, and shit. You can't even, it depends. You won't even be able to come on until they approve you to come back on. Like my man Mike on Sports, man, they hit him up for some shorts. They hit him up for some shorts and shut him down for like shit. Maybe 6 months he was shut down. Yeah, I know, like with the boxing voice, they ain't got hit a couple of times. But what they do is they go get a backup channel too. So they go live on their backup channel. You know what I'm saying? When you shut down on their regular channel. Yeah, man. But yeah. So just gotta be careful with certain shit, man. You know. We so small, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to get trumped up, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. You ain't lying. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, it's Thursday already. I can't believe your time is flying like that. So crazy. It's like, yeah, man, time is flying. Wham, old school. Where you at, bro? Yeah. Ah, I start drinking more water. Okay. You know, I said I'm on that Earl Grey tea this morning. Okay. I'm on coffee and I'm on water. I had to drink more water, man. Definitely have to drink more water. My wife always getting on me about not drinking enough water. Definitely need to drink more water. Yeah, I think if we yeah build something here and then exactly go over to like Zoom and we do something over in Zoom where it's private, or we get what is that called? It's another platform people be doing as well. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, we gonna figure some stuff out. We gonna figure some stuff out. We gonna figure some stuff out. Guys to figure some. Yeah, yeah, because maybe we do film studies on like Zoom or something like that, where it's private. Where it's private, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Definitely got to stay hydrated. Yeah, Patreon, exactly. The Patreon, exactly, Gregory Pratt. I think you could do it over there too. I don't know how the live thing works on that. I'm not sure. Dre finally said, being in boxing, you on T. I'm about to put the handcuffs on the old girl and be on her. And Dre finest in the damn handcuffs, boy. Just Do Boxer say Dre finest. Mrs. Just Do has entered into the building. Y'all crazy up in here, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. I don't know where the birthday boy at yet. I don't know where the birthday boy at. He be in here. That boy, he making look probably making some Cajun meal early. You know what I mean? Hey, making some stew possum or something. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed, man. One of the wham old school boy. Oh my goodness, man. Never a dull moment, I tell you. Never a dull moment. Yeah. Oh, cousin Tommy. Cousin Tommy had the airways buzzing yesterday, didn't he, y'all? Had the airways buzzing, cousin. Yes, indeedy. I'm gonna be hollering at Bank today. Matter of fact, I think him and E Solid supposed to be doing something today, if I'm not mistaken. They supposed to be doing the interview today, him and E Solid, Banky and E Solid. So that should be a good burn right there. That definitely should be a good burn. Yeah, definitely a hell of a story, right, Mr. Just Do? Cousin Tommy, without a doubt. Yeah, well, one thing about IG, man, they look finicky and funny too, man, because them same places, if Showtime with the Zone and all of them be over there, they be over there, and shit, I end up losing their Instagram page because of showing the Floyd Mayweather clip. Yeah, so they'll zap you over there too, man. I ain't care about getting zapped over there though. I mean, shit, I don't make no money on Instagram anyway. But not like I'm making any over here, but I'm like, at least I enjoy my platform over here, you know. So it is what it is. For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, IG hit me with the boo bop bang. They sure enough hit me with the boo bop bang, man. Yeah, they took my page, man. I had to start over. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, let me see where that boy at, man. Where that boy at? Let me see if I can find him. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There you go. Hold on. I know I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, so bear with me while I do this text. Yeah. All right. Bam. What to do, peoples? What to do? What it shall be. I need to know. I need to know. Have we got everybody's prediction for this weekend? Let me know now who you got. You got Mendoza, you got Zoo. Mendoza or Zoo? Let me know what you got. Let me know what you got. Mendoza. Oh, you know what? I owe somebody. Al Booger. I owe you a 5-piece, man, from yesterday. So let me give you that. Just remember. Yeah. He sent the super chat for $5 yesterday, man. So let me prepare that for you right now. Yeah. Let me prepare that for you right now. Straighten his bag up first. Put the Boobop Special gear on. All right. Give me a chance to warm up a little bit before old school get up in here with that big old one I have to put together today. What's that, a 59 piece? All right, this 5-piece is brought to you by Al Booger, the Professor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Game extras. Game extras. Shout out to Al Booger. Give me a nice little warm up. Warming things up. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Let me see what else we got going on. We got California Connect. I'm still like, he ain't in the building yet. Mike Ryan said you hit that bag like the coffee wasn't hot. It actually ain't hot. He said, man, these humans on Earth has lost their freaking minds. Me and Buck Rogers are heading back to the 25th century in our souped up DeLorean. You dig? Yo, I tell you, I used to love me Buck Rogers in the 25th century, man. Yeah. I definitely used to love me that. Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Had a little robot, little Twiggy used to do a little dance and shit. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man, I really don't believe it's Thursday so quick. But I gotta call them glasses people, man, because I know it's been at least a week now. You know what I'm saying? Last time I got glasses, they had them back quick. I guess since I'm getting some progressive lenses, shouldn't take that damn long though. Cash Sports say, y'all stop by B-More and pick me up, Dre. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Mike Ron said that was one of my favorite shows. Buck Rogers, that was a freak show. Intergalactic Hoochies. He said, Jay, I have a Hemi in my rocket ship and Twiggy riding shotgun. Twiggy was cool as shit though. Remo say I got Tim with an 8-round KO. Okay. Okay, you got Zoo putting the do on him, huh? Zoo putting the do on him. KO. Say I got an eye doctor today, Jay. Yeah, I'm gonna slide on over there, man, and see if they got my glasses ready. I bet you they just sitting and they just ain't called me. For sure, man. I bet you that's what they got going on, man. Them glasses probably just sitting somewhere. You know, had me driving home blind and shit. Hit me with that goddamn. I was blind for the rest of the evening. Drove home blind and shit. You know, give me them big ass old folks shades. You know, them big black shades. I wouldn't even wear that shit. I'm so vain. Jay knew that he had to get ready for that boobop bang today for Wim Old School. Yeah. No button up today, man. Yes, in the sweat gear. In the sweat gear today, man. Look, I had the rugby on that other day when y'all had me doing them damn near 200 punches and shit. Hmm. Hey man, the weather changing so drastically now. It's cold. It be cold now already. Straight cold. For real deal. See what else. See what else. Shit, I was looking at my emails. I seen something say YouTube. I'm like, oh no, not another strike. I mean, what you call? I don't know. I hit him up on Instagram to see where he at. Matter of fact, let me see something. Yeah, I hit him up on Instagram. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I just text him to see where the hell he at. I ain't got no balance. Yeah, man. But they, you know what? I'm gonna definitely make sure I hit them up, man. Yeah, I bet you them damn glasses just sitting right up there, and they ain't gonna call me. I don't have no balance. Thank God. Oh yeah. See, the thing about it, Cash Sport, I did not know they was gonna do that, man. He he just assumed it in everything you did, but he wanted to look. Being I'm a diabetic, he wanted to look in the back of my eyes and shit and see. I forgot if there was some bleeding in the background or something, something, something. But to make a long story short, man, able to charge my insurance more. That's all that was all about, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. That test right there, they get paid good money to do that test, man. When they look in the back of your eye and all that shit. So yeah, I supposed to been just getting a regular eye exam and some new glasses. Uh William Old School said he'd been on the phone with work, and my daughters have been calling me there soon. He said he'll be there soon, y'all. But he said he been on the phone with his job. He'll be in here soon. Yep, 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 yep. He probably doing what I did on my 61st birthday. 61 blunts. That's my tradition, whatever age it is. Yo, your ass crazy, Mike. You crazy, man. For real? You did not smoke 61 blunts in one day. Man sat and smoked a quarter pound. Laugh out loud. Yo, I'm talking all that big shit and just got an IG copyright claim from Russia. Yeah. I told you IG be fucking with you, man. Remo says 61 roaches. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna call them once I get out of here with y'all. I'm gonna give them a call, man. Yeah, I'm gonna give them a call, man. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to being able to read without taking my glasses off. Because if I'm reading, I got to take my glasses off because I'm nearsighted. So, but now it seems like I'm nearsighted and farsighted at the same damn time. You did? Yeah, 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 yeah. There he is. There he is. Wham Old School is in the building. Salute to the birthday guy. It's the birthday guy has entered into the building. The big 50 nizzle himself. The 50 nizzle himself is in the building. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to Old School, man. Shout out to the old school one. Yeah. I ain't never been so happy to see you and not see you all at the same time. I'm happy to see you. When I'm not happy to see you, I know I got to wrestle with this bag real quick. Yeah. Yes, indeed. My guy is in the building. Yeah. Wim old school, man. There he is. Mr. 50 Nizzles. 59 years old, man. Yes, indeedy, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. You did? Yes, indeedy. You know, because 59 is like, I'm not 60 and I'm not 55. He said my phone hasn't stopped. Well, that's because you're blessed, man, and you're loved, man. And yeah. That's a good thing, man. Dre Fine and say, salute, brother, old school, you old codger. I don't even know what that is. What's a codger? I never claimed to be the brightest. I'm gonna let you know that now. All right, Wim old school. You ready for this, man? You ready for this 59 piece of salt I'm about to drop on this bag? There you go. Fender Bender. Fender Bender say happy birthday, Wim. Eat some damn fried food and something cold to drink. Amen. And a boom shagalagga to that, man. Amen. And a boom shagalagga to that. He said Jay got them cool Cogly eyes. Okay. That boy putting words I don't know, man. Hey, Wham old school. About to put that assault down for you, baby. About to put that assault for you, man. Matter of fact, man, I had to get ready for this one. Yes, indeed. Gotta get ready. Yes, indeed. Hit that 59 piece. 59 bizzles. Let's make sure everything's straight. All right. All right. This 59 piece, man, is being brought to you by Wham Old School. The brother has turned 59 years old. And as of a tradition that we do in the hangout, your boy Hardcore has to give him his punches. You know, when you was a kid, you used to have to get hit. Depending how old you was, that's how many birthday licks. So think of your birthday licks, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. Woo! All right. Let the jokes start. Woo! Yes, indeed. Old school. Woo! Much pleasure, my brother. Much pleasure. Yes, indeedy. Much pleasure, man. All right, so who next? Banky birthday tomorrow. Then we got Aunt McQueen on the 14th. Fender Bender, you November the 4th, right? He said somebody get Jay some BC powder. Oh Lord. He gonna need it. That body gonna tighten up. He was throwing those. Jay ain't the man he used to be on the bag. I can see him taking it down. Soon he won't. Soon he won 20 pieces away. Oh my goodness. We need to make a troll account and say that it's two 80-year-old guys and they're twins. And their birthday. So that's 160 on the bag. Hey, Fender Bender, I thought you was my guy, man. Two twin 80-year-olds, man. You wrong for that, Jack. I'm gonna be looking out for it too. Don't get senior no ideas, man. Don't get that nigga no ideas. He come in here talking about he done started an account with the guys. He gonna be, I'm 99. I'll be 100 tomorrow. Oh shit. Thomas Hill has entered into the building. Say happy birthday to my good brother of Cajun persuasion. That's always coming with that good seasoning, cooking along with that good boxing talk. Wim old school. He said, hey, that BC powder with Coke hit different. He's talking Coca-Cola, y'all. Lincoln Levels has entered into the building. Hey, morning. Duran just showed Regis how to knock Haney out. Okay. Okay. It's all love, man. Always love in the building, man. Yes, indeed. Another birthday. Another birthday. We've been having a lot of birthdays lately, man. Been having a lot of birthdays. Think we got what? How many more October birthdays we got? How many more October birthdays? I know we got Ant. Anybody else this month? Anybody else this month? Thomas Hill said definitely Coca-Cola, Jay. I know, bruh. That's why I had to clarify. Yeah. Hey, I'm looking forward to that Regis and Haney fight, man. I think we're gonna get some fireworks in that. Yeah. I think we're gonna get some fireworks for sure. What y'all think? He says Senior gonna show up under the name Buford Mudflap. Not Mudflap. Not Buford Mudslap. Mudflap. I said Mudslap. Yeah. That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool, man. Hey, don't none of y'all do that though, man. Don't be doing none of those accounts like that, man. Hey, I would love to see Regis pull it off, man. I would love to. Hey, you know who would really love to see Regis pull it off? Remo. Hell, yo, Remo would go crazy. if Regis pulls it off, man. Oh yeah, man. Let me tell you something. Regis beats Devin Haney. The Haneyites will go crazy. You hear me? The Haneyites will go crazy, man. You better believe it. He said, I think we truly about to see the power of the snack program show up in this fight out of nowhere. But if not, it would be a banger. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. I truly believe Snack really be having some snacks in them, Jack. Yeah, man. I think that guy, I think him and his scientists done figured that shit out to a T, baby. Yeah. I bet they just at this much of a high of a nail of not being steroids. What up, two on the chat? I'm driving. It's hard to say hi to everybody, but as long as my family's here, we're doing good. Yeah. Don't start doing no voice chatting, Fender Bender. We good. Hey, Fender Bender, say hey to everybody, y'all. We don't need him voice chatting, Jack. Yeah, we got you, Fender Bender. You cool. Don't even worry about chatting. We got you, bruh. Linares caught him. Linares caught him and had him walking sideways. Yeah, he did his little stanky leg. That was a little funny. But he recuperated quick, though. He say, Jay, Haney fans will disappear and some will start rumors. Regis failed his PED test. Say Demetrius Andre cuts his dreads. He's getting knocked out every time. I get my dreads clipped. I feel a little bit weak, like Samson. Justin Jane. They all going to try to jump on the GTD bandwagon. Devin loses. Till they better stick with their guy. Mike Rhymes say, my sister's October the 25th. My daughter's the 13th. Birthday is the 27th of October. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. What it do, y'all? What it shall be. What it shall be. Let me see something. Let me see. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I'm going to do that right now. About to drop the link in the chat. That's so weird. I don't understand that. It won't let me. Okay, hold on. I got to go to my regular account, I guess, to do that. I was trying to drop the link for my other joint. All right, I dropped the link in the chat. Let me see something. Let me see. Is that one right there? There he is. There goes my DC plant, the pride of B-More, the good brother J Hardcore, and the people of the Almighty Amherst Hangout. I have governed myself appropriately, and I have hit the appreciation button. It's Justin James. Happy birthday, Wham Old School. I said happy birthday about 3 a.m. was the first in the chat, but you ain't going to see that. So I'm saying it again. Peace and blessings, champ. Enjoy it. Yeah, let's see. I think we did that one. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know how many likes we got up in here. Mine show 20 likes. I see 20 likes. So you might probably have to what you call it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see. Trying to pin that. Let me see if I can pin it. Sometimes it let me pin it. Sometimes it don't let me pin it. Trying to pin it. There you go. The link is pinned in the chat. The hell Fender Bender talking about. Today in the boxing news, we have our correspondent, Jay Hardcore. Oh man. What's going on, man? Yeah, I can't wait to that fight, man. What you gonna do today, old school, man? Y'all going to eat, or are y'all gonna cook at home? Or you gonna get drunk? What you gonna do today? I was supposed to be off work today, but the weather here has been bad most of the week. So I'm going to work today. You know, and that's how it end up being, man, when we get older, man. We just go to work. Jay got that look that I give my son when he comes home with math problems from the 7th grade. Yo, don't that be crazy, man? Your kids be bringing you shit, man. You don't even understand. You be feeling so stupid. Go ask your mama. That's my classic line. Go ask your mama. Yeah, I think it's a 50-50 fight too. Okay, you got family coming over. That's what's up. Richardson Hitchens was popping big shit on the rise yesterday. I like that. Gotta be vocal to get what you want in boxing. That's so true, man. That's so true, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, Mayweather and the boys had him so much on the shelf, it was crazy, man. Yeah. Ever since he left Mayweather, man, he been doing his thing. He been definitely doing his thing ever since he left Mayweather. So I'm glad he popping his collar, man. Because a closed mouth don't get fed. It just is what it is. A closed mouth don't get fed, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he is talking his ish now, man. That's so important. So important. You dig? Yeah. That boy hit 59 today. Don't do what Mike Rhymes say. Mike Rhymes said you should hit 59 blunts today. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah. The promoters don't do no promoting no more, man, to be honest. They don't be promoting. Yeah, they don't be promoting. They don't be doing fiddle, diddle, or nothing, man. Man, I hated that as a kid because your dad would tell you to ask your mama, and your mama be like, go ask your dad. You'd be like, damn, I already did. What the fuck? Then you got to go back to your dad because your mama said, go ask him. Yeah, that's true. Mm-mm. Oh, shit. He said, I got some perp for when I get home since I don't drink. Damn, where you get some perp from, man? Can't find that. Can't find that. Damn. Yes, indeed. That's my favorite strain right there. Yeah, look, I ain't got to smoke it. I can just put it in the jar and just smell it all day, and I'm happy. There's something about that perp, boy. Yes, indeed. Right. Passing the buck. Mm. Thomas More said, about to roll something right now. He's like, speaking of perp, that's my cue. Half blunt will travel. Oh, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. Yeah, I'm serious. I love perp, man. Yeah. It's been shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's been at least 10 years since I've had some perp, man. At least. Fender Bender say, we're going to have to hold Senior accountable for him being late, just like you do, Jay. Hit the bag for being late. I was on time today. I was on time today. Both, Remo. Both. Both. Yes, indeed. I hate that term, old head. I hate it. I hate that term. Oh my goodness. All right, I do that. Okay. No problemo. No problemo. Yeah. Remo, I smoke for my mind, my ancestors, and my demons. He said, Fender, I don't be late. I make grand entrance, build up the interest into the show also. Nah, nigga, you be late. I know late. Oh boy. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's coming down on me, boy. It's coming down on me. Imagine Devin and Shakur getting upset. The future of boxing would be upside down. Wow. Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. What would be even more crazy? Imagine if Tank got upset. Woo wee! It would break the internet. Mike Rhymes said, I don't smoke them all by myself. It's me and my fellas. Yeah, me, myself, and I. Plug one, plug two. Just me, myself, and I. What's the analysis on De Los Santos? Just me, myself, and I. Right. Need to slide up in the cut. Wham, get Wham, a hold of Sally in the alley. What are you talking about, Fender? Is you voice chatting again? Not Sally from the alley. Oh my goodness. What do I do with that dude, man? Can't put money on Mendoza to win because the only way he can win is by KO. Well, he can KO him. It's possible. It's possible. Hey, you see what he did to the Jolly Green Giant? You see what he did to the Jolly Green Giant? He said instead of pluck one, pluck two, it's puff one, puff two, and three. Fender, I want no part of Sally, bro. You mess around and get a birthday gift that you'll never forget or get rid of. I knew Gregory Pratt gonna start laughing when I said Jolly Green Giant. Yes, indeed. You mess with Sally that you want, boy. You're gonna get yourself some luggage. You know what they say about luggage? You keep it for life. Uh-oh. It's coming down on me. It's coming down on me, boy. Yeah. Let me take this last swig of coffee, man. It's so funny, boy. As you get older, you got to take naps, man. He said caffeine and a blunt is lacing. Uh-oh, we got a new guy in the building. We got home wrecking, knee knocking. Okay. Has entered into the building. A home wrecking. We want to welcome you to Hardcore's Hangout. We're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We only got one rule in here: no hitting below the belt. I mean, we don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Other than that, everything else is a fair game. We want to welcome home wrecking, knee knocking into the hangout. You dig? Make sure y'all give them a good hardcorean welcome. You dig? Yeah. Good hangout welcome. Yes, indeedy, man. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Don't let the conversation in here scare you off. Sometimes we get a little reckless up in here. It's all good fun though, man, for sure. It's the hangout, man. We the Breakfast Club. Well, no, not the Breakfast Club. What am I talking about? That is not what we are. That's how you know I'm sleepy, man. We the cheers of boxing, man. We the cheers of boxing where everybody knows your name. For sure. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy, man. What else y'all got going on, man? Mendoza by K. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, that's his first chat. Mendoza by KO. Right, Thomas Hill. Definitely want to welcome that brother, man. He feels though that Mendoza gonna KO. Nah, that was my plan for today, Ant. That's actually my plan for today, man. I'm gonna look at some of that today. Yes, indeed. That is the plan. I'm gonna watch some tape today. We can probably talk about it tonight. Yeah. The hardcore degenerates may be the oldest average age of all the boxing chats. Right. I told you, y'all damn old heads and change. Look, I'm even saying y'all damn old heads and change the analytics in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Jay. You got to do more better. Goodness gracious. How you gonna wake up and be sleepy? Nah, but yeah, I think I was in the bed by 9. Uh-oh. What you got going on, man?
You know, just getting ready to go train some people, do some work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'll do. Good morning to the chat, man.
Yeah, I see you got your left-handed cigarette. That's what my grandfather used to call it. Left-handed cigarette.
I'm running with that. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna bring that into style again.
The left-handed cigarette. Yeah.
Left-handed cigarette, man. Yeah, I think my fellow Cuban American, Mr. Mendoza, I think he gonna get handled. I think he's gonna get handled because I think it's gonna be an action-packed fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Zoo is still gonna fight smart. You know, he's gonna be offensive and aggressive because that's what he is. But he's gonna fight smart. His pedigree, his experience are gonna be the difference. He's gonna land the cleaner shots. He's gonna command the pace of that fight, how that goes. And I think he might stop him late. Probably gonna stop him late, late rounds.
I like that. You know what? And that's what I like about the hangout, man. They don't just tell you, I think such and such is going to win. They tell you why they think he's going to win. They give you a breakdown, man. And that's what it's about being in the hangout, Jack. You know, you got so many great minds in here, man, that you get blessed with the extras.
Yeah, I don't see Haney I don't see Haney losing. Look, let me show you something. We got superheroes in Brooklyn. That's right. That's right.
Damn.
Superhero. My boxing chat.
And who is he?
That's my neighbor. That's my upstairs neighbor, man.
Okay, okay. He does he have a superhero name or something?
I don't know, man. What's the superhero name? Wolverine. Oh, that's Wolverine, man.
Oh, damn. Okay, I can see that now.
Y'all ain't know the real Wolverine was Puerto Rican. You didn't know that shit.
I did not know, man. I
You
did
had no
not know.
idea.
No, that's
You
what's up.
see? And y'all had no idea he lived in Brooklyn. You see this shit?
Man, you learn new shit every single day, man. Hey,
Yeah.
great interview yesterday, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
Part two coming out tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
those things
doubt.
are not easy to do, man. You gotta go deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's soul searching, man. But what it does, it rings you out too.
It rings you out, but it, you know, when you're aiming something towards youth or towards a troubled population,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they gotta hear about someone else talk about their pain in order to identify their own.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? In order to
Mm-hmm.
bring that out, and maybe hopefully if it's a kid that was in my situation, you know, instead of turn to the street, he'll turn to a guidance counselor. Maybe he'll go to the PAL and start boxing instead of joining the gang. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope that's my intention, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate the honesty, man, because honesty always break down walls, man. You know what I mean? And you kept it honest. I like that, man.
Yeah, I'm a pretty straightforward dude, man. And when I do those kind of things, I talk about my losses more than I talk about my wins because I don't try to glorify none of this shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's how I know it was real, man. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, yes, indeedy, man. You know, so I appreciate it, man. I felt though that it was excellent. The people in the chat loved it. I seen people in the chat was talking about that's the best interview that's been on the Blood on the Razor Wire. They were saying
Yeah.
stuff like that in the chat.
Yeah. That was I appreciate
That
that
was
a lot, man.
dope, right? Yeah.
That was dope, man.
Yes, indeed. And the hangout showed out, so that showed up, so that
Yeah,
was cool,
word.
man.
Big appreciation to the hangout for supporting me, man.
Yes,
I appreciate
indeed.
that's a brutal shit. A lot of times it's kind of shit a lot of people don't even want to listen to. So double appreciation. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Hey, we support each other, man. That's what it's all about, man. You know, we all got to support each other, man.
Yeah, that's what I try to do, man. That's what I try to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Try to support people, you know, people that's, you know, in my life, involve me, close to me, try to big them up, keep it positive.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're someone who's always miserable all the time, I will get the
Mm-hmm.
fuck away from you like the plague.
Oh man, yeah, I don't need that energy, man. I don't need that energy. I'll try to help you come out of it, but if you want to stay in it, man, that's on you.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out because yo, I got many reasons to be a miserable dude, man, and it take a lot of effort. I'm not that guy, you know. I try to stay upbeat. It takes effort, you know what I'm saying? Do what I
Mm-hmm.
do. So I definitely ain't trying to hear that shit from no one else. I'm really not.
I ain't going
I'm
back
really
and
not.
forth with you. I ain't going back and
Yeah,
forth with
exactly.
you.
Now I tell you something. It's like when I was locked away in prison, and I got like 11 years in at the time, and I got to go
Mm-hmm.
out and train. My trainer was in prison for 29 years. He had 51 to life. The other dude had 25 life. He had 23 years in. I would not dare go out there and say, I don't want to train. I'm depressed. I'm stressed out. How dare I won't even dare fix my face to
Mm.
act like I'm stressed out in the face of one man that he died in prison. My trainer shot him. He died after
Mm-hmm.
46 years in prison. And Sham, God bless, he went home, he died. But you know, he had 20 something. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain in front of those men, you know, and that's how I feel. That's
Right.
you know, I feel like everybody's entitled to a bad day. Just don't string them together.
That's
Don't
right.
start having a whole bunch of them together. You know, have a bad day,
Exactly.
cry, complain, pick yourself up, keep it moving, man.
Yeah, well, I try not to let 5% or 10% of my day ruin the other 90, you know?
See, it's always jewels in the hardcore. That's why I like old people, man.
And
Yeah, that's an example, man. You never fail to disappoint, Jay.
I try, man. Oh man, oh man. Goodness gracious, man.
The
Yeah.
best trainer in New York City. Got to get ready. I got to go train some people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm predicting Haney. Regis going to have his moments.
Mm-hmm.
Haney's footwork is better and his feet are faster. Number one, if he utilizes his feet more. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, his arms are longer and he's going to control the outside. He's going to control the distance with his feet. He's going to control the distance with his jab. And he's going to win in boring fashion. Regis going to come in. He's not the best. I like Regis, but I think Haney got too much athleticism. He got too much athleticism, too much speed, and too much length for Regis to catch up with him and damage him the way he wants. That's my belief, and I'm rolling with that.
So you feel though that the science is gonna prevail.
And I ain't going back and forth with y'all with it.
I love it. I love it.
Peace out to the chat, man.
It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure, man.
Always.
All right, you take it easy, my brother. Appreciate you. Hey, and he ain't going back and forth with y'all either, man. Hey, we got a new guy in the chat. Edward Morris has entered into the building. We want to welcome Edward Morris. But wait a minute. That name look kind of familiar. I'll tell you what, we're going to welcome him anyway, but I don't know. Edward Morris, we want to welcome you to Hardcore's Hangout, man. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We only got one rule around here. No hitting below the belt. Man, we don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. His first chat is, what's your thoughts on David versus Bobo? We mean Boo-Boo. I'm just trying to be funny, though. Hey, I like it. I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. I feel, though, that Boo-Boo is the more talented fighter, but yet he is the older guy. You know, some pros and cons in that fight, man. You got one guy, man, that starts out fast. Then you got another guy that starts around the 6th round and really started molding you down, man. So it's definitely, I feel, though, it's a 50-50 fight. I haven't came up with my $1 scenario yet. I haven't gave my $1 scenario yet because I'm so back and forth with this fight. But if we just go with the cliches and all that good stuff, it's a young man's game and this, that, and the third, I guess that $1 would probably go on Benavidez right now. You dig? But like I said, I haven't made my final decision on that fight yet, man. But yeah, I think it's an excellent fight. It's a shame that it took about 15 years for Boo-Boo to finally get a big fight, man. And yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The historian is in the building. Young Ant McQueen, how you doing today, Brethren?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? You know, I had to get myself situated with the mug first.
Okay.
Just dropped my kids off at school. Miles acting like he ain't want to get up this morning.
Hey, your mic sound right. Your mic sounds right. It sounds good. The mic sounds good.
Like my guy said, Thomas Hill, the benevolent Thomas Hill, as I like to call him. That's the one thing that gives me a little bit of reservation with that whole stick and move strategy for Devin Haney, because at some point he's going to have to set his feet and throw something in order to land. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to be able to win just moving around. You're going to have to land something of substance at some point.
Yeah.
Because that jab is not that effective against southpaws. Just by virtue of it being open stance, both of the lead hands lining up. So it's going to be tough for him to, you know, Cambosis, what's my guy's name? Regis Prograis. He's going to have to throw something else. And if he throws something else, that's going to give Regis opportunity. So it's on Regis to be able to time him, make him throw something besides that jab, and then when he sets his feet to throw, you got to time him in. You know, find your success in spots and operate as a counterpuncher, not just as a come forward brawler, but a combination of the two. Because he's actually a pretty solid counterpuncher, but in order to be a counterpuncher, that requires engagement.
Yeah, I think Regis.
Engage.
I think Regis needs to punch with him as well, man. You know, I think that's going to play a very important role if he can punch with him. You know what I'm saying? He has a very better chance of catching him. You know, but he's going to have to get inside to do that, though. Going to have to get inside. You know, he got them T-Rex arms, man.
Yep.
Because I think it's 67 against 74, some crazy number like that, man.
But but that's nothing new though. That's damn near every fight for Regis program. He's at a disadvantage.
Facts. Gregory Pratt say, I got my notepad today, and
yeah. One thing I noticed with my guy Regis too, because at first, when I first made note of it, with how he uses his jab was against that fight against what's my guy's name, Zaria, and I'm like, man, he just cannot find a home with it. But then I went back after talking to you about doing the film study for Devin and Regis, and I noticed that that's a common occurrence for him. And it's not just a matter of him trying to land a jab, him trying to make contact, but also to encourage the other guy to try to counter his jab. Because again, in order for him to land, somebody's got to be in range. And for them to be in range, there has to be engagement. They can't just be on the back foot. You know what I mean? So I throw my jab, make you try to counter my jab. Now I'm trying to counter your counter. That's how Regis operates, to compensate for the lack of reach. But like Zaria wasn't really giving him too much to work with, so he had to chase him around, and he was following him instead of cutting the ring off. And the one time he cut the ring off, he was able to land that nice left hand, and he put Zaria on his back pockets.
Yep, that is so true. Cash Sports say facts. Regis' lead hand is in a natural position to block Devin's jab.
Exactly, because it's open stance. You know what I mean? Close stances, two fighters, same stance. Open is opposite stances, opposed to one another. So Devin Haney has a little. Yeah, well, I noticed. In the lead up to the Lomachenko fight, he kept calling Lomachenko dirty for hitting on the break and fighting in the clinch and things of that sort. And it seemed like that was something that he wanted the ref to look out for. Doesn't necessarily have the greatest inside game. It's not terrible, but he just doesn't elect to use it for whatever reason. And he just he'll tie you up and that's it. You don't really look to work too much.
What else we got in the chat? Let me see.
He said, I think the snack shows in this fight.
Say, yo, someone in the hangout mentioned Duran teaching Regis how to knock Devin. What did I miss? Yeah, I think Edward Morris brought that in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I saw that video too. A friend of mine had sent it to me the other day.
What was he saying?
He was just giving them little pointers on how to punch a little bit more efficiently. To not having to pivot and waste so much energy when he's throwing his punches.
Let me see. From what I got from yesterday's breakdown, David seems to be a lumbering, power punching, weight bully dude that might get out punched in the early rounds, and the outcome is based on Boo Boo's gas tank. Yeah. Can't argue with you on that.
I'll say this though, his footwork doesn't fade, and that's, to me, that's the biggest concern. I'm gonna say it again for the millionth time: the feet. That's my biggest concern for David Benavidez in this fight. It's just the positions that he puts himself in for a guy that's able to take advantage. And a lot of guys who have certain tendencies, right? They're able to get away with them. That doesn't mean that they don't have them, but they're able to get away with them against guys who won't look to exploit them. Like my guy, I love me some Errol Spence, one of my favorite fighters today. But
Mine
my
too.
guy Ugas said that wasn't the same Spence that fought me. And
No,
when
it
we see
wasn't.
from, I'll say this though, maybe not completely from a physical standpoint. He possibly was a little bit more depleted because it's a year and a half later, having to make weight and so on and so forth. But from a technical standpoint, Errol Spence was making a lot of the same mistakes that he was making against Ugas, but Ugas just didn't take advantage of him. The primary one being him overextended when he was throwing his brick hand and
Yeah.
leaning too far over his front foot. My guy Ugas wasn't looking to exploit that, but every time he did that, what did Terrence do? He had something wait for him. It was that short little 1-2 right behind the air, knock his equilibrium off. He reach again with the brick hand. What's his name? Meets him with an uppercut. Every time he made one of these technical mistakes or he had a mishap, Terrence had an answer for it. And with my guy Benavidez, like we were seeing yesterday, a lot of
Right.
times with them feet, with him putting himself in these precarious positions, all of these other guys weren't able to take advantage of him. Not because they didn't have the skill set, but part of it is the temperament, and part of it is the poise to be able to see these opportunities and seize them the moment that they happen. And we seen with Boo Boo. Boo Boo was a guy where if you're out of position and you reaching with that right hand, that man will step around you and catch you with a short left hand. I don't see him just letting David Benavidez off the hook like that. I just personally just don't see it. And that's my biggest concern for David Benavidez. It's not Boo Boo's gas tank or anything like that, but it's just that huge disparity in technique when it comes to feet and just knowing range and managing distance. That's the other thing with Benavidez. Sometimes we've seen like that one clip I was showing y'all with Dennis Douglas. When he threw his brick hand, when he threw the right hand, he threw it straight. He probably should have threw a shorter punch, maybe threw something a little bit more compact, but he threw it straight. And it went way past Dennis Douglas. That means he threw that punch from improper distance. That particular punch, that punch selection, if it's a shorter shot, it probably just gets there.
Yeah.
But
Now, one thing about that, I mean, we wonder if Boo Boo. Now we know that he has the talent to make Benavidez pay for the mistakes. Well, what I wonder is that age going to pay a difference, and with the pace that Benavidez is going to bring, will Boo Boo be able to still control? You know what I mean? Because normally Boo Boo controls the pace of every fight that he's in. You know what I mean? Do you think that he's going to be able to do that this time?
I think there's a great chance of it being the case because
Because that makes a difference.
oftentimes he controls the pace because when guys get caught out of position and they get hit with something, it's like if you're walking down the street to school every day and you take the same route, and then one day you notice there's this big ass dog in the yard, and you might be a little bit hesitant to walk past that fence now.
Damn right.
Especially if that dog hopped over the fence and chased you. You like, nah, I'm gonna go the other way now.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
reset.
you're gonna reset. And I think the same thing happens in fights. You got guys
They
reaching out of position, they getting
make you
hit, and
pay.
then
Make you pay. Right. Make
you
them
know,
pay. Yeah, you got to make them pay. Got to make them pay. You know, but sometimes, man, when someone you're protecting yourself from so much offense, sometimes you don't allow you to give you a chance to think to bring your offense because you're on defense all the time. You know, only some of the greats can do it, man. You know, no matter they're in the middle of a storm, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, can still operate in the midst of that storm. You know, where you know how I say I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. You know, is he that's what I'm saying right now. Will he be able to? You know what I mean?
I believe he will. I believe he will. And the
I
other
hope
part
he
of it
can.
is this. And the other
He's
part of it
smart
is
enough.
this too. If you notice when Benavidez lets his hands go, it's when he's in a favorable position. You know, we talk about the hand speed, we talk about the combination punching, but it's not just him off the rip, just coming out. Ha 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 ha. He's
Mm-hmm.
not letting his hands go until he's in a position where he feels comfortable enough to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, okay, I got you. You can't go anywhere. Now I'm gonna let my hands go. Or I hurt you. Now I'm gonna let my hands go. But aside from that, for the most part, it's single shots. He'll start out with the jab, and when that jab is looking ineffective, and I've seen this over the course of several fights, when
Mm-hmm.
that jab is ineffective, what does he start doing? He starts leading with the straight right, and
Mm-hmm.
then from there it's straight right, left hook. If he gets you in a position where he feels comfortable enough to let his hands go, then then he'll let his hands go. But I think for Boo Boo, the thing that he needs to do is, I seen people saying stay on the outside and all that. Nah, stay in that mid range and be in position to make him think twice about letting his hands go. Because how often do we see that with David Benavidez, where guys make him think twice about letting his hands go?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
stay on the outside, you stay away from him. He's not going to think twice about that because he feels as though he's in control.
Well, we see that we see that's where he makes the mistakes. Actually, it was in the inside. He gets too close. You know
Just
what
too
I'm saying?
close.
And he's off balance. You dig? So that's where the magic is going to have to happen for Boo Boo to win that fight. To be truthfully honest, man.
Yeah, but on top of that too, I think it's the interplay between the distances. He needs to primarily focus on the mid range to the inside, but allow the outside game to be something that is like you putting a cast master on that damn. I don't know what type of fishing you guys fish on, but we got like bass, right? Striped bass and certain lakes, and they love this particular cast master. They got this marking on there, but you got to play the distance game with him to think he, is in control. But then, like you said, you lure him in to where your sweet spot is. See, so he gets comfortable by playing with a little bit of distance. So you got to keep a little bit of distance on him just to get him comfortable, so he can get him into the lure. And once he get the lure on him, that's when he attack him. And like you broke down yesterday with some of the shots you saw, you see what's available to him. That body is open, and that body is never chiseled. If you notice when you look at him fight, he's never. Now I'm not even joking, though, Jay. Like he's never chiseled. But what he has is like a motor, because his motor has been driven by the fact that he's probably been teased all his life. He's never been the superstar that his brother was in the gym in the beginning. So like that drives him. Use that ish against him, man, because he's got something to prove. So if you're giving me like this and it looks like I could take it, I'm gonna prove to you I could take it. It's all part of that long play in chess, you know what I'm saying? Make him feel like he got something there and then automatically snatch that ish.
I love
Because
that, Thomas. I love that, Thomas. And as you were saying that, I just thought about one sequence in particular. We saw what happened, right? When my guy Graville backed up and they were
exactly.
at range and he let him step in the range, called him short left hand, sat him on his back pockets. That similar sequence with Boo Boo with what's my guy's name? Luke Killer. Off the break, off the reset. They're at range soon as Luke Killer steps right there in their feet aligned, boom, sharp left, straight down the middle. Well, it was a 1-2, straight down the middle. So yeah, I think that's definitely something that should be looked at if you're team Andrade for sure. Like give him a
Because I
little
think
bit of distance and let him walk into stuff because he will walk into
exactly
stuff.
he will walk right into it all night long because he's got that chip on his shoulder. And to him, he feels like I can overcome this. I've always overcome this. The fact that I got bullied, I overcome it. The fact that I was out of shape, I overcame it. But you take that and you take, like you said, what's available, man. Like what 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 Charlo did not do. Because when you saw what you showed on the framework with Canelo, it was open all fight with Charlo. Charlo refused to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to take advantage of what the defense gives you.
That's
If
like what
you're on
Coach Kenny
offense,
was saying before, though. You know, a lot of it comes down to temperament and mentality, which is such an
exactly.
understated part of boxing, aside from skills, because the openers can be there all day long, but if you're not willing to take them, then they might as well not be there. You know what I mean?
So given what you just said right there, we know the temperament of Benavidez, how he's pushing forward no matter what. I'm gonna push forward. I'm gonna push forward. So you lure him to use that. You use that against you. The thing is that what Benavidez is that's different from Canelo, and I will be the first to admit that, is the fact that punch resistance and punch power, and to a certain extent punch placement, because people don't give Canelo the respect that's due with the way he places his punches. You seeing that that fight where he took that knee, that was an excellent place shot. He started seeing what the fudge he was doing, so he changed up the trajectory of the angle, and then he turned over on it from an overhand. So, you know, I don't believe Benavidez has none of that in his arsenal, but what he does has is volume, and he has a relentless motor and a will to say, "I'm gonna take your will from you." Whereas Boo Boo, he's really calculated. Is what you showed in your film study, man. Like he sees what's available and he takes it. If I know Boo Boo, like I think I know Boo Boo, he is not afraid of the opportunity, and he will take that opportunity. And if he does, I think he will start to frustrate Benavidez so much that Benavidez will lose all his faculties and start doing all his training will go out the window, and it'll just go back to that kid that used to get teased, and I'm gonna show you that I'm not the kid that you tease. And I think that's where you get him. That's just what I believe.
I mean, that very well could be the case. I will say this though, from an offensive standpoint, one thing that I do like that Benavidez does is that he does a great job of using posts and frames, like little nudges, things of that sort.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember who it was that compared him to Kovalev, but I would say the only area in which he's similar to Kovalev is he doesn't appear to be like physically strong. As weird as that may sound, because the guy has he's got good power, but I just see him just get moved around just a little bit too much for my liking for a guy that big.
That I believe, like you said, you highlighted it. It was his balance, his feet. His feet is off. So
Facts.
no matter how big you are, if you don't have your balance, you're not center of balance. You're not able to fully, unless you just got some hell of a muscle strength. Like you got to be super strong to. I mean, Bruce Lee's type of strong.
Yeah, you got to have a good base, man.
Your core.
It's like having a weak foundation on the house. Everything else on top don't matter if the foundation is weak.
Facts. So
Perfect.
that can't even be overstated enough. That foundation is everything. So now if you get to the point where like things come across, winds start to blow and rain start beating upon it, and it makes that foundation start to slip or slide and then go away, then you basically at the mercy of the element. So that's what I'm thinking, that if that goes back and he starts to really go away from his foundation and all the skills that he does have, and just go and make it a dog fight, then he loses. So I know, I see how there's ways that he can't win too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that 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 man is a monster for a reason, and I mean, he
Yeah.
does he does have some things that you got to watch out for. But
Facts.
I just don't know if Boo Boo's gonna allow it. See, I think it's more about what
I
Boo
know.
does than what Benavidez does in this fight, if that makes sense.
I think it's more about if what can Boo Boo still do.
Right. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and I think, and I know what Benavidez is gonna do. And salute to the panel. Salute, boxing brother. How y'all doing today?
It's all right.
Peace, bro. Peace, peace.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, man. I'm listening. One thing, I became a. My mind was all the way right after that Crawford Spence fight, and that's believe what my eyes see.
Mm.
Don't lie to yourself. Sometimes we get so caught up with the mathematics,
that we just start lying to ourselves and making these fantasy outcomes. Maybe 5 years ago, we might be talking about something else. But not to say Boo Boo can't win, because I think Boo Boo gonna drop him in the early rounds. He might even go into the 6th round with a 5-1 lead. But what he does is like clockwork. He likes to gas out and take rounds, rather he taking rounds off or he gassing out. He does that in the mid to late rounds, right? And this is the problem. He does that against Benavidez. Then Benavidez is gonna bring that pressure, and he's gonna make it and then he's gonna drop his ass, and it's gonna become a close fight. And the only way I can see Boo Boo winning this fight is like the brother said, you're gonna have to get up on him and turn it into a straight old school dog fight, or he's gonna have to stop him early, or he's gonna have to show us something different. You're gonna have to prove us wrong. You're gonna have to steal one of them championship rounds, maybe even 2. But based on what I've been seeing from both of these guys, it's gonna be another Benavidez celebration.
Let me ask you this question though, in regard to gassing out. The guy went to the distance 41% of the time, and he's got quite a few unanimous decisions. Actually, he's got a lot of unanimous decisions. So is he coasting or is he gassing? Because to me, those are two different things.
I think he coasting. I think he coasting.
That's two different things for sure.
Well, I get what you're saying. I mean, being in good shape, and I mean, he drains when he cuts his weight. He does a good job. He looks good, but to me, he looked like he be getting out. He's recovering. You know, you can burn hot. You can get, you can gas out a little bit and recover. But the problem is, brother, who are you recovering against? Because it's one thing to recover against somebody who ain't putting no flame on you, or somebody that's not hurting you, or somebody that's giving you time to recover. But when you're going against somebody and you're trying to recover, and somebody's up in your chest or hitting you with multiple punches, Boo Boo be catching a lot of punches, and he be looking a little lightheaded sometimes. And you cannot be like that against Benavidez. You just can't.
So you don't think the same goes both ways? Because defensively, statistically, Boo Boo is one of the better fighters in boxing. Now, Benavidez statistically is amongst the leaders in plus minus in terms of his offense, right? So if you're in a situation where, like, let's say his offense isn't as successful, that wears people out too. Missing shots, whiffing on shots, that wears you out too. Now, if you got a guy making you miss and he's hitting you with things in return, that man is a human being too. You don't think that there's a chance that his stamina may not hold up? Because the same way you're saying, like, that's what makes this compelling to me. What happens if you're missing shots and you're getting hit? Your gas tank ain't gonna be the same either.
Yeah, I mean, I think Boo Boo is a hell of a fighter, and I'm looking forward to the fight. I think it's really low key, 50-50 low key.
I
But
think it's 50-50.
I definitely do. But it's just that I have to. What I've learned to do is it's like any other sport. If I'm recruiting a running back because he run a 4.3, I'm gonna take him for that. But I'm not gonna ignore the fact he had two torn ACLs. That's a part of it. He gonna it's the same thing with Saquon Barkley. As good as he is, every year he get hurt. It's like clockwork. I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that fact. I ain't seen Boo Boo in the ring with somebody that's on Benavidez level, and then at the same time, he be looking suspect in some of those fights. And I want him to win. I'm rooting for Boo Boo. I enjoy watching Boo Boo.
But I also haven't seen Benavidez in the ring with somebody going to be stepping around him, and we've seen him looking crazy against other opposition. But the difference is he got knockouts towards the tail end of some of these fights, so everything else kind of get washed away, and it gets glazed over. It gets glossed over.
Because I was just gonna go back. My go-to with Benavidez is Kyron Davis coming up to weight divisions to fight him on short notice, not having a full training camp for him, but still lighting Benavidez up and taking Benavidez punches. Like, they stopped the fight just because he was taking a volume of punches, but it wasn't because he was woozy or anything like that. Now you put this with a natural, bigger guy that has even more skill set and is trained for Benavidez. And I want to also go back to ask and McQueen's point about having somebody gas out, or so to speak. Sometimes it's not gassing out. Sometimes it's throwing punches, like he said, and whiffing. Because I think that's what more than anything affected Canelo in his fight with Beaver. Beaver was effective at either taking his punches or making him miss, and then having him follow back with quick retorts, like "Bah, bah, 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 bah," and it frustrated him. See, and I think that's the thing. Like when you start to do stuff like that and you get frustrated, what happens then? And it's a different fight. So, I mean, there are ways that Benavidez can win the fight, no doubt about it. Nobody's saying he cannot win the fight. It is a true 50-50 fight. It's just who's gonna hold true to form, and what we gotta see is Boo not aged out.
I
It's
get
a
that.
good Boo versus a good Benavidez. I think the skill set that Benavidez has is not on the same level as the skill set that Boo has.
I agree.
Yeah, but does it balance out though because of age? That's one thing we gotta think about, you know.
Because that's the young lion in the ring going against the old lion.
Exactly.
So we got to see if that old lion still got
But let me say this though. Let me say this though. We're also talking about a guy, and I don't want to disrespect David Benavidez in any way, but he's also had his fair share of issues. We're not talking about a guy who's been the consummate professional. He's been a gym rat and just living this Spartan lifestyle. Your man was missing weight, doing coke, doing this, doing that. No disrespect to him, because I'm not trying to crap on him anyway, because I like David Benavidez. But again, we're not talking about this young lion that's been
So what you're saying, someone with no discipline.
not necessarily that he doesn't have discipline, but
Well, when you're missing weight and you're doing coke and you're doing all that's no discipline.
I mean, it washes out that way.
I'll say this: I say that his discipline has been inconsistent at times. At times,
I think he's, you know, that's a good point, and I agree with brother boxing. Uh, yeah, that's definitely discipline. But are we talking about, you know, are we holding him to what he did as a youngster years ago and thinking that an illusion and making an illusion to ourselves that this is the type of young man we talking about today? Because the young man we talking about today is locked in and focused.
My man, before anybody responds, what's your name again? Because I've seen you before. I've heard you.
Who that me?
No, I know you. I'm talking to that man right here with
That's
the FA.
sports haven.
Oh, sports heaven.
Okay, yeah. I've seen.
Heaven, yeah.
Forgot where I've seen you before, but I've
Y'all
heard
be on
that.
here acting a fool sometime. I don't come on this channel and do that. I respect you, brother. This is a peace positive channel.
Yeah.
And we agree.
yo, we respect you, bro, for sure, for
Yeah, I
sure.
just wanted to make sure I got your name. Sports Heaven, I got you, my
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir. And what's your
Sorry.
name?
My name's Thomas Hill.
Thomas Hill. Okay, brother.
Yo, I just want to chime in, man. Really, really good assessment from everybody, man. Everybody, y'all all made me think about this fight in different ways. That's what I love about this channel, because people can make me look at something different ways. And I noticed that with I'm gonna use Caleb Plant as the best example if I'm gonna compare anybody to Andre. And even in the early rounds when Caleb was moving and boxing, and Benavidez is throwing one or two shots here and there. Every once in a while they get through, and that good body shot got through and hurt Caleb, and that's part of that breaking down process. So now with Boo Boo, can he neutralize it enough where like where something's gonna get through? Like in them moments, in them early rounds when we already know Boo Boo gonna be moving, he's gonna be boxing, he's gonna be aggressive. He's aggressive in the first rounds. He boxes aggressively. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be the opposite. In the later rounds, when he try to coast and get on his feet, can he really fully neutralize Benavidez? And will he have taken wear and tear that's going to further him slowing down? And secondly, I forgot what fight it was, but right after the fight, in the post fight, he basically said, "Yeah, carrying this extra weight, I felt how tiring it is." So it's like he got the tools to win, but am I convincing myself he could do that he gonna be something other than he is? That he gonna stick to the same plan, be aggressive early, coast late, or is he gonna try to flip? I don't know, man. But I'm looking at it different, and I do think he has the technical skills if he can pace himself right to really neutralize Benavidez, where number one, he avoids getting hurt. But at certain points, he's going to have to step in, right? Because you don't want Benavidez just bull rushing you. And when he does step in, he's going to have to do that strictly off of angles. He's going to have to do that strictly off of angles because I heard one thing I'll say. This is one thing I respectfully disagree. So you got to make it a dog fight. Hell no, don't make it a dog fight, Benavidez. Nah, don't fight that dog. Nah, hit him on angles, fight more angles, come in and out, make it that
somebody,
type of
excuse me, somebody got some background noise. I don't know who it is.
I'm gonna mute mine, see if it is.
Okay. It's gone.
It's gone. There
Yep.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got. Basically, all I want
Well,
to
brother,
say is
let me say this, brother.
I
The
see
reason
it
I
50-50
said
now.
the reason I said turn it to a dog fight, brother, and I agree with everything you said for the most part because that's my point. But the reason I said make it a dog fight, what I'm saying is, if you want to get on some Bernard Hopkins, hit him in the nuts, step on his toe, headbutt him. He want to get on the inside because he don't want to be. Because Benavidez, one thing about Benavidez, he ain't got no one hitter quitter, and that's an advantage to Boo Boo. He ain't got no one hitter quitter, but he is when he extends his arm to his fullest reach. That's when he's dangerous. I'm saying you want to get up in his chest and make him fight, make him take the bully from him and turn into the bully. See how he like it when somebody get up in his chest and take his extension away and turn it into a fight where you can fight on the inside because Boo Boo can fight on the inside.
Kind
And
of
it's
like
not
Ward
like
versus
Benavidez
Kovalev.
has it.
Kind of like Ward did to Kovalev.
Exactly.
That would be interesting, but I don't think he comes out of that one good, man. It could. I think I agree with you that he should do all that rough shit, but I believe like only when he has to on his time. Don't let Benavidez dictate when that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got that.
See, but my only thing with this, Tommy, is this, man. Like I seen with multiple fights, Benavidez is not that strong on the inside. He can get some decent leverage every now and again on his uppercuts, but as far as being on the inside, he gets pushed around, he gets turned, he gets moved, kind of like Kovalev. Like he's just not that strong. And I think a lot of it has to do with his feet. He's got terrible feet. Terrible.
I got a question.
I think it's from the shoulders. Pedigree to do that to him too. So you make a hell of a good point.
I got a question to the panel, man. The Boo Boo that fought Desmond Nichols, can that Boo Boo beat Benavidez?
I don't think so.
I don't think
so. I think
but
so.
I think he fought down to the level of his competition. I think he's.
Is that what you? Okay.
Well, I hope that's what he is because I haven't seen him against good competition.
If fighting down is getting like 3-4 knockdowns, and I'll take it.
Yeah, you ain't never lied. I mean, I think he just was rusty. I think it was ring rusty.
He got like he scored like 3-4 knockdowns in that fight. So if that's fighting down, I'll take it.
But you can't like I well I agree with what Sportsman said. Like in the later rounds, you just can't coast against Benavidez. You got to do something with your distance if you're going to keep distance at that time, and that's why I say I think he has to make the interplay between the long, the medium, and the short, because he's better at medium and short than Benavidez, and Benavidez operates better at length, but he sacrifices his footing and his center of gravity in the moment of trying to close the distance. So you play with it's like you're in the lake and you moving that lure around trying to get that fish just to bite. I think that's what's got to happen. But I mean, I think in order for you to become a champion, there's times where you're gonna have to do something that you're not accustomed to doing or like doing. And you're going to have to do that better than the person that you got going against you is doing something that they don't like to do better. And I think it comes down to the fact that you got to put somebody at a disadvantage. And in that moment, you got to take advantage of them. So
next question. I got another question to ask you all. Who would y'all consider the best boxer Benavidez has been against?
Caleb Plant, without question.
I agree.
Without question. Without question.
I agree.
I
What do you
don't
Does
think,
know.
Ant?
Boo Boo got
I
more
don't
pops
know.
than Caleb Plant? I think so.
No, he does, but the difference between Caleb Plant and what's the name and Boo Boo is this. They're counterpunching. Boo Boo is a far more consistent counterpuncher. Love me some Caleb Plant, but
I like Boo Boo game better too.
he pisses me off when he makes guys miss and then he plays to the crowd. I see him do it all too often.
Playing with his
Canelo does the same thing. You seen that Danny Jacobs fight? Your man will slip God knows how many punches. Roll
Yeah,
with
I
him,
don't
and
like
then
that.
and then he won't counter back. Only time he's countering is out of that high guard. You touch his arm, then he throw the left hook. But
But
when he's
not
slipping punches, he don't and then come back with something. That
yeah.
pisses me off.
When he's in that high guard, he's on seek and destroy mode at that point.
even
Man,
Yeah.
even though he was playing to the crowd in that Daniel Jacobs fight, he played to the crowd as good as you could do it, man. Like he put on a hell
Nah,
of a
Canelo
performance.
is
I don't.
smooth.
It's frustrating though, but he really,
Nah, he is smooth. And that's the thing
yeah, he
that
did that.
frustrates me with him because it's like, yo, the man, in my personal opinion, he's got some of the best upper body movement in the sport today. His upper body movement is ridiculous. But again, I would love to see him counter off of that, man. Like,
Yeah,
get some
counter
offense
as you
going
should.
off of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, Coach Eddie. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm a new subscriber today. I actually found your show on the algorithms. It's pretty good. How you guys doing today?
Thank you
Coach
very
Eddie,
much.
hello. I
Great,
heard
great.
you
Shout
on
out,
another
Coach Eddie.
channel. I forgot. I think I heard you on True Media. I'm not sure. I heard you on another channel, and you give fantastic. I look forward to hearing you, man. Welcome, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you. I'd like to chime in for a second on the David Benavidez Boo Boo fight. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that Andrade is the puncher in this fight. He's the one that actually has the one punch, put you on the canvas power. And a lot of people don't understand that Demetrius Andrade has 300 amateur fights. Benavidez is not going to show him anything he has never seen before. Benavidez is straight up and down, no tricks,
fact.
no flares. I mean, he's a straight come forward fighter. He's straight up and down, doesn't have any up and down movement. He's there to be hit. The one thing that Demetrius Andrade does very well is that he's able to slip and duck up under punches and turn you. And then when you turn, he'll turn you right into a power shot. And that's how he gets a lot of his knockdowns. That's how he was able to break Quigley's jaw. Same type of movement. He'll turn you, you'll turn, and then you got a right hook standing there waiting on you because he's naturally right-handed. So this fight, to me, I'm going to put a little money on Demetrius Andrade because I believe it's a good bet. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are gonna be surprised how easy this fight is for Andrade. You know, I'm just basing it, because I've known him for a while and I like how he fights and I remember him from the amateurs and I was really high on him. So, but just based on what I've seen, I don't think they can find anybody that can mimic Demetrius Andrade to spar with. He's hard, he's awkward, and he's like one of those guys. He fights up to the level of his competition. He'll raise his game. He's a teacher. He's a student. He truly had an IQ on the level of a Terrence Crawford, right? Like a Mayweather, that type of IQ. But it's just never been on display.
Yeah, my question is, I wonder, has he been aged out yet? Though I guess that's the only X factor that we don't have. Because I believe exactly what you believe, man. I feel though that the talents are definitely two separate spears, to be truthfully honest. And I know, and that's why Boo Boo hasn't been getting the fights because people know what he's about. But I'm just wondering, man. The age factor. That's the only thing I worry about right there. And from what I understand, he lives a clean life. So if he lives a clean life, that might not make a big deal.
Yeah, you can look at his skin until he lives clean life. Coach Eddie, I want to get your take on it because we was watching film yesterday. The coaches at McLean, he breaks down film like nobody's business, and he showed where Benavidez often overreaches as he comes and closes the distance, and you can just pivot off to your right and then have that body open as well as that head. You think that he takes advantage of that body work as well too? When he
Abs-
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir. Absolutely. That's why David Benavidez wears those type of boxing trunks with that freaking 10-inch or 8-inch waistband because he don't want you going to that soft body. And one thing about Demetrius Andrade, he has a spear type straight left hand. He shoots to the body. That boy is smart, man. Extremely smart. And he'll change levels on you, and then he'll drop that left hand down there, spear you right in the body. And like I say, right now, David Benavidez is going through a fat camp right now. That dude's like 210 pounds, 205, easy.
Oh, for real?
Man, that dude is
That
humongous.
changes everything then.
Yeah,
That-
we were just asking, we were just wondering about that yesterday because we did see a picture, a video, but we wasn't. You know, sometimes the videos are old, so we don't know. But in that video, man, he looked at least 205, 210.
See, the
yeah,
OG. That's why I didn't want. I didn't want to say that the man wasn't disciplined. I didn't want to throw that on his jacket. I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to disrespect any of these fighters, man.
No, it's not about disrespecting, but we got to call a spade, you know. So, you know, one thing that's most important in this game is discipline. You know, all that stuff plays an important role. You're going up and down the scale, and if you in fat camp the whole time, you really ain't got time to be working on skill, man.
exactly. And just not to cut anybody off, but we all know boxing is a business. It's just like a wrestling business.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, David Benavidez is getting the push. You know, because they know Canelo's on his way out. They got to replace him. So they need them young guys that they can market for the next 8 years to get this push. But I think that Andrade is the freaking banana peel. He's gonna slip up.
You're gonna upset
And
the
a lot
apple cart.
Yeah, he's a banana peel. And not only that, I think Andrade is also cut from that Marvin Hagler cloth. A lot of times when a fighter looks a certain way, they think, oh, he's soft. You know, he's this, he's that. Demetrius Andrade is a freaking dog. He's very competitive and he's freaking tough. He's as tough as nails. And he's from that freaking New England up there. He's got that Marvin Hagler mentality. I've seen him several times, you know, with that war hat on, WAR war on my cap. Every time he fights somebody, he's always making a shirt or something, writing their name on it. This kid really got it from the mud, man. A lot of people don't understand that about him. But right now, he has to win this fight because this will solidify him and take away that, oh, he's just a hype job. He never fought anybody. We see why he never got the big fight. So he has a lot riding on this fight right now. Basically, his whole career and his whole legacy is riding on this fight right now.
Facts.
And he's highly motivated. And he's going to me, I think he's going to embarrass David Benavidez. I'm just going to keep it all the way 100.
He's going to embarrass
me. You got me putting money on him now.
Hey, they got him at a plus 300, so it's money to be made. Plus 300.
Yeah, some money that.
Yeah, just watching this film, man. Just watching this film and just seeing just some of the things that David has done over and over and over again. And again, these things get glossed over when you're winning fights. And then in the event that you find, you're matched up with somebody that can exploit these things, now people are wondering if there was something crazy going on, some sort of conspiracy. It's like, nah, these things were there.
Yeah,
we just weren't looking at them.
I'm a Sunday morning expert, you know.
Coach Eddie, question. Question. Does
yes, sir.
Does Boo Boo cruise at the end, or is he gassing at the end?
To be honest, I see several knockdowns in this fight. I think that he's probably going to floor Benavidez twice. And I'm not even sure the fight goes the whole distance, to be honest. I mean, it depends on what type of statement he wants to make. In other words, Demetrius Andrade, he's going to be one thing he's good at controlling the action. And people talk about volume. That's cool. I tell my fighters, whenever you fighting a volume fighter, if he throws 100 punches per round, cut him in half. Demetrius Andrade has the ability to cut your volume in half because he knows how to drop down, change level. He'll bump you off with the shoulder. He'll take that arm. He'll wrap your freaking elbow up where you can't throw punches. He'll push you off and he'll hit you with a crazy uppercut or a short right hook to the ear, something like that. He knows all the nuances about boxing. He can do Muhammad Ali. He can do Roy Jones. He can do Bernard Hopkins. He can do Jersey Joe. This dude's like a freaking walking encyclopedia when it comes to boxing. And he doesn't just have one style. He can also switch hit. A lot of people don't know that. He can fight right-handed and left-handed. So to me, I think it's just going to be a freaking exhibition, what Demetrius Andre, whatever he wants to do. I think he's really going to dictate the pace of this fight.
Coach Eddie, also as an addendum to what Jay asked you, do you think what many people mistake as or say is gassing out or coasting? Which of the two at the end, Boo Boo is not like super active? Is it gassing or is it just him coasting?
It's coasting because they preach self-preservation. They don't take no unnecessary risk over there. That's why he still looks the way he does. That's why his nose is not crooked. That's why he don't have all these cuts on his face, because they just gonna do enough to get the win. They looking, bigger and better things. That, and that's what they preach: self-preservation. Why take the risk? You winning. A win is a win. That type of mentality.
A la Money Mayweather.
Yo, as I was saying, I was watching one of his fights because OG, after we started building on it, I started watching these fights in their entirety. And he scored a knockdown. I can't remember who it was against, but he got the early knockdown, and you could literally hear his dad in the background screaming, "Now box, now box." After he scored the knockdown, and after that, it was just him just boxing. He toned it down on the aggression. And after that, I started looking at him differently. And I've heard what's his name's dad say similar things to him. Yo, I need you to box. I need you to box. Bozy Anderson does the same thing with Boots, where he has to dial him back a little bit. Like, don't get overly aggressive. Don't get too cute. Don't get too flashy. Just box this guy. And if the knockout presents itself, then you take it. But don't look to just force the issue just to force the issue. Just stay active.
Well, you know what, that is good to see and know, man, for the simple fact, people got a great misconception on Boo Boo, man. But the thing about it is, one thing I can say about this guy is he know how to win. And I think he got 32 wins to prove it. He knows how to win. He finally gets a chance to do the big one. And I'm going to be honest, I might get some flack from this, but it's not against an elite guy. I don't call Benavidez elite yet. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's a little harsh, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Forgive me.
I understand what Jay is saying from a skills point of view.
Yeah, skills pays the bills, man. I mean, everybody was loving Jared Hurd. He was mowing people down, but then he started getting in there with people that were talented, man, that knew how to deal with his style. And then look what happened, So I'm not saying that, all I'm saying is I just need to see some more of them, man. And
yeah, that makes good sense.
That's all I'm saying.
Because I liken it also to, you remember the young boy that was that Richardson Hitchens calls out oftentimes, but says he doesn't want to fight him, but he fought, and Stevie Spark, and there was a lot of buzz around him, and then Stevie Spark got in there and gave him something where he had to test his skills, and my man threw him out the ring. What's his name? Oh my God!
You're not talking about Montana Love.
Montana, yeah, Montana Love.
Oh, he's horrible.
Yeah. But everybody was talking about how skilled he was and this, and that. Then when he got in the ring with somebody that's going to test some skills, you can see him just a loss for things, and he was frustrated.
He's a great.
You can frustrate him. I think you get that type of performance.
Montana Love is a good content creator, though.
He needs to come to the hangout then.
He is. Dude comes out there with the little Yorkie or whatever type of little teacup dog he had and everything.
Yeah, he has great content, man.
Great showman for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, but I feel what you're saying as far as Benavidez, and you know what it is? It's the build up, it's the moniker that he's been dubbed. You know what I mean? The
Mike
Mexican
Tyson.
monster, Mike
Yeah.
Tyson gave him that stamp of approval. But you know, just the more that I watch him attentively, I'm just like, there's a couple things there where I'm just like, I don't know. It's like it looked good from up here, from the shoulders, but you know, those feet are important, bro. Them feet are important.
Hey, I got a question for the panel. I just want to get you guys' opinion on this. Now we know the business of boxing. We know that Canelo right now is the ultimate prize. Did they intentionally put Demetrius Andre against Benavidez to shield Canelo from Benavidez because maybe they feel like Andrade is a more favorable matchup, or will Canelo just sidestep, Demetrius Andre altogether if he wins?
I think
Anything
Indirectly,
is
I think they
possible.
did.
You think so, Tommy?
Indirectly, I think they did that. I don't think that was the intention. I think it was the intention to having a kind of this title eliminator fight, but they not stupid and also seeing it takes one of these guys away from Canelo. But truth be told, aside from Caleb Plant, if you look at all the Benavidez fights and all the Boo Boo fights, who the fuck had they fought? So I'm not gonna call it that. They need to fight each other.
Yeah, well, it looks like the art of war to me. You know, in the art of war, what you do is you have your competition fight each other first, so that way they end up being weakened from their fight, and then you end up fighting that particular fighter. But at least it gives you a chance to, really evaluate which each one of your opponents is about. So I'm definitely seeing it as a process of elimination.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
one thing about Canelo, man, and he says it, he feels those that he's at a point in his life that he'll fight whoever he want to fight, and if he don't want to, he won't, and don't care about what y'all think about it. To be truthfully honest,
And he ain't gonna go back and forth with y'all either.
nah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, Coach Eddie, that is a great question. And it's a great question because it's multi-layered. Because honestly, the perception may be by most people that they don't believe Canelo can beat Benavidez, but man, Canelo, that's tailor-made for Canelo. Canelo will hurt this man. He will hurt it. If Kyron Davis can tee off on him, Canelo's definitely gonna tee off on him. And it's gonna come with a little bit more. You remember the Road Runner and the Wile Coyote? It's gonna be more of that thing that he used to push down and blow up on the dang coyote. It's gonna be more of that hitting him, and I don't think he's gonna stand up. Matter of fact, I know he's not standing up to that. So, like, I don't know whether or not he still has vetoing power because he's signed to the PBC, and now that he has this contract with them, he has to fight who they want them to fight. But it does bring in the element because I believe I was told, and I'm not sure if this is correct, but I was given the information that if Boo Boo wins, he has to face somebody else. Whereas if Benavidez wins, then he's next in line for Canelo. So that's an interesting question because I think, like Jay said, it's the weak in both. But only one I see of the two that had a chance against Canelo is Boo Boo.
Well, one thing Canelo said, I know if you all, I'm pretty much sure you all seen it just like I did. Canelo says when he comes to a company, he brings the contract with him. They don't give him the contract. You know what I'm saying? So, because he knows he's the face, and when he shows up, he tells them who he's fighting, and not them telling him who he's fighting, which I could believe because when you had Benavidez, when you had Canelo, Danny Jacobs, and Boo Boo all on the same platform, we never got Boo Boo versus Canelo on Matchroom. So I believe Canelo is totally controlling his destiny everywhere he goes, and he said he shows up with the contract.
Sound like he's on some Tyson Fury shit.
Yep. Yes, sir. What I'm thinking is happening since you got Jamal Charlo on the undercard. I think they're gonna probably fight the winner. So whoever, I don't see Canelo fighting either one of those guys, winner of David Benavidez
Facts.
or the Andrade. I think it's already a built in. If Boo Boo beats, the little brother, which is actually the big brother, but he beats the little brother, then I'm pretty sure I'm picking Jamal to beat, Benavidez. I think we get Andrade and Jamal. That's what I believe. But I could be wrong on that. And I think Canelo, I think we eventually will get Crawford and Charlo because they already started, talking already. It's just like wrestling. They do a little promo for about 6 months to a year because immediately Crawford called him out at the fight. Then after the Canelo fight, Crawford got on him again. So now they started a little proxy war between those two. Cause Crawford's not going up to 68. He just popping his gums right now. He's going to fight Charlo, the small Charlo, and I think the big Charlo will fight either Caleb Plant or the winner out of Demetrius Andrade. So in David Benavidez.
Yeah, but didn't Canelo trainer say that Jamal Charlo would be the next one? I know I seen that at one time, and it only makes sense as you look at the storyline where the big brother avenges the little brother. So I can see them playing that as a look too. They got him fighting Jose Benavidez just for a tune-up, and now he talking shit and saying, "Hey, you know what? I need to avenge my brother. So now I want to fight Canelo." I could see that being a storyline too, and an easy money fight for Canelo.
Yeah, but Charlo, he stunk the joint up so bad, man. That's gonna be a hard sell, man. And it also depends on how Jamal looks against David Benavidez. Jose Benavidez. If he goes life and death with him, then the Canelo fight is off the plate.
Yeah, he got to stop him. He got to stop him. Yeah, Crawford stopped him. You got to stop him.
Let me ask y'all this one question though, because you just said Canelo gets to pick who he wants to fight. Right. You think that if he beats Jose Benavidez, but it's not a landslide, it's not an absolute drubbing, do you feel as though now he says, "All right, give me this guy"?
Yeah. Who is this guy?
Jamal Charlo. If he beats Jose Benavidez, and it's a sound victory, but it's not an absolute drubbing, a one-sided victory, he says, "All right, maybe I see something." You know how they say, "I see something." A little weakness there. Give me Jamal Charlo, and then we'll run the whole revenge plot line and so on and so forth. Because that would make for an easier fight.
I could see that. To me, that's a really bad case scenario, and I could see that because Canelo don't. I think he want to do is it's like Jay said. He don't care about what you think, and he not going back and forth with you. This is what I'm doing. You're gonna buy this or you're not, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on that level where he don't gotta care no more. And he got that FU money.
And the thing about it is, if I got a 3-fight deal, my last fight is gonna be my hardest fight, not my first two. Because I got to get to the third bag. That's the whole object, to get to the third bag. You think? So that's going to be my hardest fight. So I'm not going to take the winner of Benavidez versus Boo Boo as my next fight. I'm not. So process of elimination, then what?
Well, that's my point about if Jamal goes out and he beats Jose Benavidez, but it's not a spectacular showing. It's just he gets the job done. So then he's kind of like that step in between the winner between Boo Boo and David.
Yeah, but right after Jamal got to say, "I want cinnamon, I'm gonna whip his ass."
He's already talking about what's name can't F with him. He just did a video the other day.
Yeah, but
he can't get past it. He can't even get past my jab. He got
to make a statement though.
Does he have to? But I'm talking about in order to get Canelo to fight him and saying that, okay, he doesn't want to take his hardest fight as the second fight of this 3-fight deal. Mm-hmm. So then that's just like he's kind of, like mid, like a stepping stone to the last fight.
You got it will have to be more next, I'm thinking. Cinco de Mayo, that always plays good. A black fighter against a Mexican fighter. Cinco de Mayo. You know,
and then the last fight can be in what, September, and then they do the Mexican Independence,
Day,
and
right?
then boom,
There
that's
it
3
is.
fights right
3
there.
fights done. He on his way, bag in hand.
I got a peripheral question. Yo, how can Dave Morrell get in these dudes' way, man? How can he get in the mix? What does he need to do? What can he do to get in the mix as
He's
soon as
not.
possible?
He's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's either going to have to wait it out, but in the meantime, one thing that he can do is start looking at all of these other guys who are ranked by these sanctioning bodies, whoever's in the top 5 to 10 or whatever, and just fight everybody that he can. And that's one thing I do like about what my guy's name is, David Benavidez, started doing. He's like, yo, I'm not about to just sit around and wait for the Canelo sweepstakes.
Right.
I'm gonna fight Darrell, then I'm gonna fight Plant. Now he's fighting Boo Boo. You know what I mean? I like what he's doing. I like that approach.
Morrell
These other guys got to do the same thing. Don't just sit around and wait for Canelo. Fight some of these other top guys, and then boom, now you're bringing more merit to your name.
Yeah, Morrell just got to keep doing what he's doing. Just keep winning. Yeah. Just keep knocking out cats. You know what I mean? One thing about knockouts, they sell. You know, and then the masses, and especially once the casuals get a hold of you, and you know, because they pay the bills, and they say, hey, now this is who I want to see. You know, he's not on the casuals level yet where they know about him. We know about him, but the casuals don't know about that guy.
Yo, that being you said that about the casuals, it's kind of veered me off. I forgot which channel I heard him say this, and he made a good point. He said the UFC is successful because they don't make fights for the casuals. They make the hardcore fights, and they produce good product, and it draws more people. When the new people come in, they're seeing good fights more consistently, and boxing should do the same thing. I never forgot that, man. Fuck the casuals.
Yo,
fuck the casuals. Make
and that's exactly what I'm saying, Tommy. As far as Morrell goes,
I don't mean fuck them literally. I just mean
no. I agree with you 1,000%. I agree with you 1,000%. But this is my point about Morrell, and I agree with you as well. G, it's like, yo, get the knockouts because people love brutality. That's for one, right? People love brutality. One of my homies says this all the time. If there's a bunch of kids outside, right, and one group of kids is playing basketball on one corner, and on the other corner there's a fist fight going on, where are they gonna go watch? They're not gonna go watch these kids play basketball. They're gonna go over there and watch the fist fight taking place. So 100. we need that brutality. People love the brutality, but you also got to get these guys in there with more credible guys. So Morrell, look at everybody who's in the top 10 in the WBC, WBO, WBA, IBF, fight those guys. And then also what that does is it prevents the guys that you want to fight down the road from saying, well, you fight nobody. How are you going to say that if I got this guy on my resume, that guy on my resume, and I'm knocking these guys out? Now you got the best of both worlds. You got good action and quality opponents under your belt, and nobody can say you haven't fought anybody as a justification as to why they don't want to fight you. Because that's what's happened with Boo Boo Andrade. People was like, yeah, the talent is there, but he ain't fighting nobody. He ain't selling no tickets. He ain't selling no pay-per-views. Well, he hasn't been given the opportunity. We saw it happen with Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler didn't get a title shot until his 50th fight, bro. Until his 50th fight.
Ray Robinson went mad long without a title.
Mad long. We seen it happen with Boots right now. Boots is what, 33-0. People still say, oh, he ain't fight nobody. Why am I going to fight him? He don't sell no tickets. This guy is the epitome of high risk, low reward. So fight all of these guys at the top 10 in these sanctioning bodies, whoop their ass, and now you can't say I haven't fought nobody. Bring them both together.
We already know if you build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying? You give the people the fights that they want, and we'll pay for them. But I'm not going to continue on paying for poop, though. I told you that's my motto. I'm not paying for poop no more, man. I won't do it. You know, I'm not going to pay for a fight where I know what the outcome is going to be. You know, give me a good 50-50 fight, I'm down for it. But I'm not paying for no slaughtering, you know, $89 to watch a slaughtering, and I know what the hell is going to happen. I'm not doing that no more, man. And And that's the whole thing with boxing, man. They still got people paying for poop. So as long as they got people paying for poop, they're gonna keep on producing poop. You know, so they're not going to change the model in mid stride, like, and do it like how the UFC do it. Not when they still got these people paying for poop. We got to finally put our feet down. If we don't put our feet down, man, we're going to keep on getting shit-tastious fights, man. And I hate it.
I really appreciate when old people curse without cursing. I love how that come out, man. Oh, that's official. Right, you're gonna keep paying for that damn poop. Damn it.
Hey guys, I got a wild card question. So we still got Dimitri Bivol. Now I think that loss didn't sit well with Canelo, and I think at some point in time he's gonna want to get that back. So I don't know if he's gonna want to get it back at 68 or 75. And then also you got some stuff going on at cruiserweight. So maybe if one of those guys like a Zerto gets a title at cruiserweight, Canelo might slide on up there and fight Zerto just to grab that cruiserweight title because he's known for doing that. Hopping over weight classes and going and grab these opportunity titles. I call them. What's your take on that?
Low hanging fruit. That's what he goes after. Low hanging fruit, man.
He better not go after Zerto. Didn't Zerto look good that last? I know you boxing Joe Smith. He's not hard to box against, but he was just doing things he never does, man. Zerto looked real good, man.
Zerto looked sharp, man. That was the best I've ever seen. His footwork, his punch selection, like everything was super on point. Defensively, he was just locked in.
Yeah.
Malik Scott did a tremendous job with him.
I think if Canelo goes back and fight Bivol, we get the same thing. I don't care if it's at 68 or 75, because for one, Bivol's not a big 75, to be honest. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think Canelo gonna fight him at 68 because he still want to have that luxury for y'all to say, hey, well, he went up, the 175 and he tried, you know what I mean? But he has been bumping his gums lately. And he said that he's a better fighter than Bivol. He said that he had hurt ribs and his hand was hurt as well. You know what I'm saying? So he done already nullified why he lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? So now I want to see him fight him again at 100%. You say you're 100% now? Let's get that Bivol fight made again. Because I don't think it's going to be anything different, man. At all. I think we get the same damn thing, and he might get stopped.
I don't know about him getting stopped. I don't know about him getting stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know about him getting stopped. But I will say this, though. I think that the biggest difference between Bivol and a lot of other opponents that Canelo faces is that they understood what they had in front of him, and they were able to take advantage of him being heavy on that front foot. They know as soon as he brings that, because again, I say this whole time, the way what's my guy's name? Reynoso, he trains his fighters, he has them go back foot first, front foot second, which is the opposite of the conventional footwork. So every time you go back foot first, there's that moment where your feet are too close. If you go watch that fight again, Bivol, all he did was post him every single time he took that step forward, and it forced him to reset. Just force the reset. Mm-hmm. With most guys, they concede and they don't control that space in between them and Canelo. So if you control that space, you make him reset, then boom, you land something. Because Bivol never hit him with anything too crazy. That was just him outpointing him. It almost looked like an amateur fight, to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't take any risks. He didn't take any risks.
He just outpointed him.
Right.
He just outpointed him. It's like, yo, you take that step forward, I'm gonna force you to reset. I'm gonna take advantage of the of your footwork.
You
just
know,
do that. Force the reset, bop bop, step back, do it again, force the reset, bop bop, do it again. He did that all night.
He wasn't going for all that little off rhythm shit Canelo does, so he can place the shot in on
you. He didn't get greedy.
Happening.
It's just force the reset, tag him once, reset. Force the reset, tag him once or twice, reset, and it was just rinse, wash, repeat.
He's underrated.
Yeah, he never stayed in there. He never stayed in there. But I
At
called that.
all.
I called that fight, man. I told my son. I said, "Watch this. Canelo gonna lose this fight, man." And he was laughing at me. I said, "Okay."
You that's because they don't know Bivol. Ain't like the Kovalev fight kind of gassed everybody to believing that he was just invincible. But it comes to a limit. But I think that Canelo himself is not assured of that fight. Because if that was the case, he would take the fight at 168. He doesn't want to take the fight at 168 because that cap that he wore into the ring that says King and has the Dodger, I mean the Dodger like logo, the Canelo logo with a crown over his head and undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
He valued that because that's what makes him powerful.
Yeah.
You go down there and fight that man at that, he got a chance to take that from you. And then what do you have? You have no leverage. So that man wants to fight Bivol at his weight. Because in the process, I should get you, then I also get a championship off of you too. But I ain't losing nothing in this fight. I'm just daring to be great. See, that
Mm-hmm.
daring to be great stuff just means I got a reason to lose.
There you
I don't know.
go.
Yeah.
There
I
you
don't believe in
go.
that ish, man. Ain't nobody there. Tank ain't daring to be
That
great. Tank trying to
that
get that dub.
yes indeed. Don't
That
fall for
dub.
the banana in the tailpipe, man.
No, sir. You know, I love that game, Mario Kart. I always avoided the banana, bro. I always avoided. I only got the star. I only got the star.
Yo, I got a random question for Coach Eddie, man.
Yeah, Eddie.
I always feel like I believe of listening to fighters in the corner that Tank listens, takes instruction, and executes what his trainers tell him to do pretty much better than anybody. I don't know if you agree with that, but if you agree with that and he does do that well, can you talk about how much pressure that takes off a fighter? You know, because to me, I think it's like because you have to do less thinking. I don't got to think about this. I don't got to figure this out. He's doing that for me. I just got to execute. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that goes back to that trust that they have since you're a small kid. It's like you trust, you know, their eyes and what they're seeing, and you believe what they're telling you. One thing when you give it a new trainer, you're always a little hesitant because I don't really know this guy. You always got the question: does he really know what he's talking about? But it's just that rapport that they had ever since what they've been together 20 years.
Yeah.
He really trusts his corner, and he believes that his corner's got his best interest in mind and is going to navigate him to the victory. So I think that's what it's all about, having that trust. And, you know, you got a competent corner that really knows boxing, and that makes a big difference. You know, a lot of guys, there's a lot of good trainers out there, but they don't get the fanfare because they're not celebrity trainers. I tell you, for instance, like Carissa Shields, she had a good trainer. She got with a celebrity trainer. She didn't get any better. She still ain't knocking nobody out. She just got, you know, John David Jackson because of name recognition. But what about all the people that helped you all the way up to that point? You forget about those people that did it on their own dime. You know, they put their own gas in, that took off work. You know, they missed meals, sacrificed time with their kids, wife, and family. They got you to that point. Now all of a sudden, this person's no good because nobody knows you. So
You
you
Hey,
know
know
what?
that's my. But I'm
that's a
glad that
great
Tank
point.
stayed loyal. He stayed loyal to what got him there.
You know what? And that's what Coach Umar was talking, Brother Umar was talking about, man. He took, and I'm going to say it, he took Franchon Cruz, man. And he took her all the way, man. And then she left. You know, and don't even mention them. Don't even mention the brother, man. And I just think that's so sad, man. I think that's so sad, man. When you got people, because I'm going to tell you, they ain't making no money on that level, man, the coaches and things. You know, it's all sweat equity. It's all sweat equity. You did. But when you finally get there, because those are the people that's putting those foundational skills in you, man, to get you where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So they're the ones that actually built the champion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can inherit a champion, but it takes a lot to build a champion. So, you know, when you put all that, it makes them end up being bitter, to be truthfully honest, man. It makes them bitter because they take you to that place and you're thinking you think they're gonna take you with them, and somebody else comes scoops them. And you don't even mention or give no just due or anything. And that's why I hate a lot of the game. I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate it a lot. But I love it a lot too. It's just love hatred that you got for boxing. Because it's a dirty, dirty game, man. It is what it is. Dirty game.
Yo, that both valid points, and I want to piggyback on two things. First and foremost, what you said, Jay, about Franchon Cruz dropping somebody that was integral to her success. Like when you go to a tough time in the bout, you need somebody that know at your core how you gonna react, how you gonna respond, and what you need to adjust. And I think they lose that by looking for these quote unquote glam people to further like take them to a level that they look to go. I think that person got you to a level where you needed to go because when things were dark for you, they found a way to give you the advice that you needed or say the thing that you needed that will trigger you and get the most out of you in that moment. Likewise, going back to the question that was at hand, Coach Eddie, what do you think regarding what my brother cousin Tommy said about following your corner's instructions as it applies to that fight we just seen with Canelo and Jermell Charlo? Because I believe he was getting expert advice and advisement from his corner, and he just did not do it.
Well, it's two things that happen. Either, I can put my conspiracy hat on and say they maybe told him, no, don't fight so hard, just go out there and make it look competitive, but don't get yourself hurt, That's just me being with my tinfoil hat on. The other one is maybe that we live in this social media era right now, and people, it messes up boxing because people are afraid to take losses, to take chances, because you're gonna be roasted. You get knocked down, they're gonna meme you. You know what I'm saying? Or people act like casual fans. First thing they say, "Oh, your fighter got knocked down." Let me see. Muhammad Ali got knocked down. Ray Leonard got knocked down. Thomas Hearn got knocked down. George Foreman got knocked down. If you box, you're gonna get knocked down. But do you get up though? So your fighter got a black eye. Okay, it's boxing. You may get a black eye. You may get a bloody nose. But they take that and they run with it and say, "Oh, this guy's trash." So I think it was more just self-preservation. Didn't want to be embarrassed, by winding up being a meme, looking like Sergey Kovalev over there laying in the ropes, with drunk. So he just basically just survived. Didn't want to get embarrassed. Pretty much, he was a little timid because he probably felt the power. It was like, nah, this dude ain't knocking me out. He kind of did the Adrian Bronner when
That's
Adrian
the same thing I'm thinking.
when he fought Manny Pacquiao, he said, "Keith Thurman, you got cooked. Look at me, I'm good." Keith Thurman got cooked, but Keith Thurman put on a good fight. He just came up short. But Adrian said, "Nah, this dude ain't knocking me out." So yeah, that's my answer on that question.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I don't know how you could say that Thurman got cooked too. That was a competitive fight all the way through. But do you think
People
that the
remember the
corner work?
knockdown, Thomas. People remember the knockdown. They forget about the
Yeah,
back half of that fight where Keith Thurman was in that, man. He was a live dog, man.
yeah.
And go back to Broner, man. Ever since the Madonna fight, man, we never seen the same Broner ever again, man.
Back.
He never ever took risks anymore. After the Madonna fight, and there was so many damn memes all over the world for that fight, man. We never ever seen Broner risk it at all ever again, man. He became shell shocked after that.
I feel like the same thing happened to Zab Judah after Costa Zoo. That he'll be fighting good, but once he gets hit hard, he kind of go into that defensive mode now, and he's not taking risks no more. And those two guys, I root for a lot. I like Zab. I'm still a big fan of Zab. He accomplished a lot.
Hey, and when you mentioned that, I remember we had a segment, Jay, when we was talking about parents being in your corner. Yoel used to give that man great advisement in his corner, man. I mean, you could see the knowledge just coming out of that man. And his son was able to articulate that in the ring, and it was just a sight to behold, man. The man was special.
I got a
Man,
question for
Zab
y'all,
was special.
gents, man. Shout out to the Rise podcast, my guy Senior. But I heard heard the brothers last night, Coach Kenny and they were talking about guys not being as hungry. I think it might have even been Coach Squeeze that mentioned this, but guys not being as hungry once they make X amount of dollars or they have a certain level of success. Do y'all feel as though that's also part of the reason why some fighters transition and they just abandon their team and get with somebody else that's not going to hold them accountable? You know, and Wolf once said, James don't like being with me because I'm gonna make him do what he don't want to do. But when he was with Aaron Wolf, you never seen the brother get tired. You ain't never see him get embarrassed. He was always in his best shape, but she was extremely, extremely hard on him. Do y'all think that's part of why some fighters leave their teams because they don't want that accountability?
Yeah, I can see that. I also see that money, man. When they see, it's a different. It's a transition that happens with trainer and fighter. In the beginning, you got the trainer having more control over the fighter. You know what I'm saying? But then when the money and the hangarounds and the people that are in your ear started talking, that trainer doesn't have the same control over that boxer anymore. You know what I'm saying? So then they get a tug of war. You did, because the trainer's used to having that, you know, and he knows what to do to get the best out of that boxer. But now, you know, the boxer knows, well, you know, technically, I am the boss. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? No, I don't feel like doing this today. Where he wouldn't dare say that back in the day to him, but now he will. You know what I mean? And then I think after a while, you get so much of a back and forth tussle. That's how they end up going to somebody else, man. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, you lose that respect.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. I think also too, I think that plays a big part of it because if you look at the dynamic between a parent and a child, when a child becomes of age, when they're their own adult, if they are have they been raised properly and with great values and morals, even when their parent come around them and tell them something to do, out of the respect that they have for them, they listen and they take in the advisement before they make a mention of any kind of rebuttal or anything that might go against what they're getting. I think that core relationship that was present with the new guy might be getting challenged with fame or glitz or glamour or things like that because now you get bigger than life. I mean, all I gotta do is look at the one who really rings this out loud to me is Clarissa Shields. I think she's allowed her success and her accolades to just supersede even her talent and her ability to listen and have group people grounding her in her life. And you know, at some time it might come back and bite her because now she's just talking reckless about everything that does not have to deal with her. And you know, you can't have that. You got to have what brought you back. So that dynamic that you know Calvin and Kenny have with Tank is very prominent because in a low point in his life, they were something positive. So he's gonna always remember. It's like that scene in Ratatouille where my man the critic always condemning restaurants because the dishes was terrible and this and that. He bit into that Ratatouille and it took him right back to that place where life was great and most fondest memory. And I think that that's what grounds Tank because Tank, no matter what he go through, he recognized, hey, when there was a point in my life where I didn't have nothing, and then they came. So you know, I think that is the biggest thing. Your foundation, when it was first instilled into you, was it based upon love or was it based upon merit? Because if it was love, then you're gonna always have that respect for the people that looked out for you in that moment when you were up and coming, and you're gonna hold to them. So I think that's an interesting dynamic between the play of it,
Yeah, no,
if that makes sense.
just to piggyback off of that, also it's a financial because the standard fee for a trainer is 10%. So you know, we when those early on, you're not getting any money. You know, a lot of times these guys are having to sell tickets. Sometimes you even have to come out your own pocket to help fund your boxer's career. Then when they start making that, $100,000, you might let them slide on that. Okay, keep the money. You got bills. You're not making no money. Then they finally get that $1 million payday. They supposed to cut you $100,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. I've been training you for 10 years.
For
I've been
free.
training you for 10 years. You ain't paid me. You ain't paid me in 10 years. That's basically $10,000 a year. But, that's a lot of money. So that's why Danny Jacobs split with Rozier. He didn't want to pay the 10%.
Damn.
That's
I hate when
that's
y'all
why
mention
Carissa
Danny
Shields
J.
split. They don't want to pay the money, man. They don't
Yeah,
want to, but then they'll turn around and pay the celebrity trainer the 10%. They'll pay
That's
him his
crazy.
10%, but they won't give you your 10%, even though you've been there since day one.
yeah, and they say
Yeah,
when
that's
it
crazy.
gets up to that 20 million and 30 million, now they want to renegotiate. Let's do 5%, or let's do 3%. I'm gonna tell you, I done heard it many a times, man. When it gets to that big, we got scientists over there.
That's right.
They're cooking up, man. They're cooking in the kitchen.
I'm in court Spanish style courtroom.
Boy, he took me back, boy. He broke out the pirate in the beaker, boy.
My man.
Yeah, this is what it's about right here, man.
That's that Bustelo, Tommy.
Pilon, Cafe Pilon. No, this
Okay.
is La Llave, as a matter of fact. It's similar. It's similar to Bustelo, but it tastes better.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about at this point.
Coffee.
I can tell you guys a story about Deontay Wilder, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because see, I own a gym in Douglasville in Atlanta. I've been operating my gym for 15 years. So
Okay.
they used to come to our gym to spar, right?
Mhm.
And one thing I remember when Deontay didn't have anything. He's a real humble guy, take pictures, and he's still like that to an extent. But he used to come over there and just knock people out, man. I'm talking about it was getting crazy. I was like, man, look, bro, you gonna make my freaking gym shut down. And people gonna sue me. You keep knocking all these people out, man.
Mhm.
But him and Kevin John, you remember Kevin Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Kingpin. Like Kevin Johnson can handle Deontay Wilder.
Mhm.
Kevin was good. Kevin actually spanked Deontay Wilder the first time they sparred. But the reason why I say that is that one thing about Deontay, when he started making his money, he started calling all the shots. He started calling the shots. He don't like to run. If basically he was his own trainer. If he didn't want to do something, he didn't do it.
That's right.
And like when he just started training camp late, you remember Deontay Wilder when he first started, he had a nice piston type jab. He always threw it. He bam, bam, letting it go. A lot of jabs. He had that Mark Breland.
Yeah, yeah,
Mark Breland had him popping that jab all night. Then Wilder started making the money. He didn't want to do it no more. He started bossing the trainers around, and that's when he went downhill. Man, he started falling off, and Tyson Fury, that's a whole another freaking can of worms. Where he should have been able to beat him, but he started calling his own shots. And my old trainers say, once a fighter start calling his own shots, it's over with. You lost all control. That's why they call them handlers for a reason.
yeah.
Back in the day, handlers, you got to handle your fighter because he'll get out of hand. And once your fighter get out of hand, just like Mike Tyson, when he got out of hand, you seen what happened. When the fighters get out of hand, they spiral out of control, and
Beneath that.
that's when they lose that hunger and desire.
Remember Deontay Wilder's first fight against Romain Stavern?
I was thinking the same thing, OG. When he
Yo,
tore that bicep, that jab was snapping.
yo,
That jab is
he
beautiful.
was boxing his ass off,
I
man.
ain't never seen him use his jab like that since.
Ever.
Not like that. Not like that. That jab was beautiful in that fight with Stavern when he tore his
he
right
was
bicep.
boxing beautifully, man.
And look how he did Mark Breland, man, the man that cared about it, the
Mm-hmm.
man that shed tears for him, the man that stopped the fight, who knows boxing, who didn't want him to get damaged. See, them guys, JDs and all them other guys, they're a bunch of clowns, man. They don't know boxing, man. They had the man talking about blaming everything on Mark Breland. Mark Breland, the one that got you where you was at, man. They got you where you can line up that right hand and drop it on him. That's straight Mark Breland. But then they want to throw the man under the bus. Somebody spiked my water. He did this. He did that. Man, that was freaking distasteful, man. And that's when a lot of people turned on Deontay Wilder. That's when he started getting blackballed. because you can't do that to certain people. And Mark Breed was one of those guys who had a reputation
Yeah,
that you
Mark
just,
Breeden
you know, you
legit.
shouldn't have did him like that.
Do you believe that there was something at play with that fight though? Because he didn't look right that whole fight. Or do you believe it was because he just was dehydrated and his
The boy,
outfit was
the
heavy?
boy don't run.
No, I know he don't like to run. He just chronicled that. He definitely don't. He don't like to run.
Don't
But
like
when he came into the ring, he had these glazed eyes and everything. I don't know what that was about. That looked wild. That looked weird. It looked like Spence when
Wild to
Spence.
smoke weed, man. He smoked,
it.
bro.
Oh,
He
so
he
he was
smoked
just
and he got this light skin tenderoni that he can't stay off of. You know what I'm saying? But he say women growing
the
legs.
truth about a runny.
He over there on top of that. Who over on top of that light skin tenderoni, keeping him up all night, and there you go.
The legs ain't there. He said the man don't like to run.
Hey, legs was there
He
for natural causes. I
he
like
don't
that.
he don't like to run. He's smoking and he's stroking. There
He
you go.
don't
That's
like
a
to run
recipe
though.
right there.
That
But
is
but
crucial.
but that was it to me. Just listening to that, that seems like that's the accumulation. Like that moment right there is the culmination, I should say, of all of those factors. Not liking to run. You want to smoke. You want to do this. You want to call the shots. It's like, yo,
Self-destruction.
yeah, man.
Man, that was a nugget. I appreciate that.
That
So
lifestyle is
so
important, man. That
so
Leon Muhammad was talking about my guy for years, and I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to dismiss him as a crazy old hater because he had his ties to Top Rank, but he was saying my guy EJ. He said Bud was going to beat him not just because of the skills, but because of the difference in lifestyle between them. And he was saying this for years. This was before the car accident and everything, and I didn't want to believe him. I'm like, yo, he's hating on Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the truth, and then as we've seen over time, these different situations and how things played out.
Brother Umar said the same thing. Brother Umar told me, he said, "Oh, he's gonna wipe."
Damn.
Yeah, he been said. He
That
said,
lifestyle is important, man. That lifestyle is
lifestyles
important.
"I told you, man. Discipline. You gotta have discipline in boxing, man.
in life.
That's what. Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. But more when somebody punching you in your face, though.
You right about that. You absolutely right about that.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. But listen here, fellas. This has definitely been another good one. Definitely been. Hey, Coach Eddie, we appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh
My
yes, sir.
boy.
Thanks for having me, guys. And I need to get all you guys' name down. I'm pretty bad with names. I need to remember it, but maybe if I start to come visit more, I'll start to remember the names.
I'm Jay Hardcore. That's Ant McQueen right there.
Okay.
We got Thomas Hill in the building. We
Okay.
also had Thomas Morris was in there.
Word.
That was the guy
Okay.
from New York. Uh-huh.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Jay McQueen Thomas.
Two
Right
Thomases.
on.
There's two
Two
Thomases.
times. I can handle
Yeah.
that. Brothers, it's been a pleasure, man. Salute, brother. Hope your channel continues to grow, bro.
I appreciate it. We do it 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we turn right back around 7 p.m. in the evening. So we do twice a day.
All right on, brother. Look forward to talking to you gentlemen again.
Appreciate you subscribing, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Coach Eddie.
Yes, sir.
We
Your word up,
appreciate you
brother.
greatly, Coach
Yes, sir.
Eddie.
Thank you, brothers.
There's another one in the books, fellas. I appreciate Lottie Dot and everybody, man. We 3 hours and 13 minutes. You know.
On the J Train Express, baby, it was all nothing but first class
Hey,
productivity.
and we're not getting copyrighted on this one, Jack.
No, not at all.
but we
Not
still
at
did
all.
beautiful breakdowns. You did. We just didn't have the visuals though, but we still broke it down. You know what I
The
mean?
visions.
It allow us to see some more stuff. You dig, a lot more to look at. You dig. So same bad time, same bad channel this evening. Don't forget to check out cousin Tommy second edition tonight. And other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta do a two-piece real quick, man. I gotta do a two-piece real quick. Somebody sent two-piece, new era, boxing, bet, and TV. Sent the two-piece, man. So let me go ahead and knock that out. And knock that out. Like I keep my bills paid, man. You know, it's a 2-piece of 1-2. We get that 1-2 to the old school Deontay Wilder back in the day. Wilder got that beautiful 1-2, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Yeah. Now we over. Appreciate you all, man. Wanted to make sure I paid that bill. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Other than that, man, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Got Aunt McQueen, Thomas Hill, my cousin Tommy. We had Coach Eddie in the building. We had Sports Heaven in the building.
Sports Heaven, my
yes,
God.
yes, indeed, man. Definitely a great show today, man. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. And I'm out of here. How you turn this damn thing on?